keep your fantasy team from falling off the track. Football is back, Jack. Whether on the ground or through the air, when the chips are down and you throw a prayer, when your team is primed and on the hunt, it's 4th and 10, you refuse to punt. When the shoulder pads and helmets crack, that's how you know that football is back, Jack. Let me hear you say, football is back, Jack. This high is wild and out of control, and we're gonna ride it every week till we reach the Super Bowl. Don't need no check downs. Give me big hits and quarterbacks. If you say this game's the best, I'll say it's a gag. Football is back, Jack. Football is back, Jack. Football is back. Football is back, Jack.
Look at all the space I have today. Look at this, everybody. Sitting on the throne by myself in the big room. Hey, everybody, come see how good I look. All right. You guys are very fired up on that side. So,
Oh, this is ridiculous.
let me see if I got this. Let me see if I got this, all right? First of all, before we get to everything that's actually happening in that room right now, let's make sure everybody knows today's a huge day, all right? Today's a very, very big day.
Perhaps the biggest, Saz.
Really, and you may be saying, Saz, what are you talking about? The Heat aren't playing tonight. The Panthers aren't playing tonight. How's this a big day? All right, but Mike, Cyclones.
That's
this
right.
Is it, right?
This is it. This is the Magic City Fronton finale. The final Battlecourt game ever played at the Magic City Casino. We are moving venues next year. It is Battlecourt Championship Day.
Big day or not a big day?
It's a big day.
It's a big day.
Perhaps the biggest day of my life. And I came in with a certain type of energy. It's not every day that you get to wake up knowing that the team that we co-own can win a championship. Today, 7 p.m. Live on YouTube, live on the ESPN app. ESPN3 is still a thing, I've been told.
Now that's for real. Like it's on.
Yes.
So I'm on ESPN tonight. I'm on ESPN radio tonight.
You are busy. You have a good excuse. I could literally Google what you're up to tonight.
But like I could tell people while I'm on tonight, I'm doing the show with Amber Wilson, and I could tell people while we're on, like, hey, you could go watch on the app. You could watch the Cyclone. That's a
right.
real thing?
That's right.
If you want to see a championship tonight, like, 'cause a lot of people don't know. Some people are just at home. What do I
Yeah.
want to watch tonight? You could see a championship one tonight.
If you're not in Miami, if you're listening to us abroad, I just booked your Friday night plans. Yeah. Open up a nice bold cab, cuddle up on the couch, and watch the Cyclones win a championship.
How long is a highlight match?
It depends. Doubles take longer in the Battlecourt final. It's all doubles. That's what the playoffs are. So this could last about like 2 hours. It depends.
But is it kind of like tennis where it
It
can be
is.
really short or really long?
Yeah.
Anywhere between 2 and 3 hours. 3 would be a long match.
Three's a long time, man. 3
Yeah.
hours.
Oh, stop.
All right, son.
Everything slows down in the playoffs.
How long is the radio show?
3 hours. On 7 to 10 tonight.
Okay, you want to do it live from the Fronton?
I would. That would be amazing.
It does get a little loud.
Would be amazing. Why don't you do it?
Yeah, you should do it.
I mean, I feel like it's a little bit late for me to sell that to
No.
ESPN.
No.
Hey, come set me up down at Magic City.
Live from a championship.
I know. I would like that, but this is something we should have arranged before 10 hours till showtime.
You could argue corporate synergy. Hey, we have a championship game being played on the ESPN app. And I can broadcast live from there. You guys send
Great
me,
internet.
You guys send me to some of the biggest sporting events in the nation.
That's right.
And this is one that's in our backyard.
Now, how when I'm selling it on the air to listeners, like, hey, how do I sell it?
I think you should, number one, tell your update anchor to play it straight. Like, you have sport. Do they still just do it at the top of the hour?
Yeah, wouldn't that be amazing? Top and bottom.
Top and bottom.
Depends what day part you're on, but tonight when I'm on, it's top and bottom.
Top and bottom here. We gotta legitimize this sport. So just make
Amazing.
sure
Just
pass.
give me Cyclone
It's a
updates.
simple sell.
Yeah.
Hey, sports fan, do you like to witness greatness? You want to see the best backcourter in the world go for a title tonight? Huh? I mean, it's just Unda, the revelation.
Are you
wanna
guys
see him?
Undertaker.
Have you had moments where you're thinking to yourself how it's gonna feel to own?
I'm not going there yet.
To be the you haven't thought about.
So
going there.
this is exciting because I have lifted the prestigious
never lifted it.
Battlecourt trophy. It was inside the bubble. It was a COVID season, the first ever season, and it's have you ever done heroin? Everyone says you're chasing that first high for the rest of your life, and that's been us with Battlecourt. We're chasing that first high.
I wasn't even there for that one. I was on a cruise.
He was on a cruise. He had
Wow, absentee owner.
Yeah.
Let me trust me. We've been there.
Can you imagine if the Heat are in the NBA Finals and Mickey Harrison's on a cruise?
I
we've
could
done that.
actually.
Yeah.
Because that's his other job. That was a bad example because he.
No,
works in
it's a
cruise
great
line
example because he would never be on the
industry. He owns
cruise.
cruise
Of
lines.
all the examples in sports, though,
Yeah.
probably the worst.
No,
He's
that's
the
why
most
it's
likely
a great
owner to
example.
be like, I'm sorry,
because
I'm on
he
a cruise.
owns it and he would still never be at that job. That's
You're
you
bad.
guys.
You're bad at analogies.
You don't know
It's okay.
what you're talking about.
You don't
anyway,
know what you're talking about. He owns Carnival Cruise Lines. Like that would be a
Anyway.
legitimate excuse. Better than what Roy's got going on tonight.
Okay, so that's what's happening tonight, all right? And I'm gonna make sure everybody on ESPN Radio knows what's going on and that they could watch you guys on the ESPN app because that's how I roll, all right? But all that excitement that we just described, Mike Ryan is also a little bit angry because for the last few days,
I am a little bit angry.
Mike Ryan has been coming in. He's been in the office here,
Got that Bert and Ernie cadence. It drives me wild.
and he'll say like, "Who wants to come on Friday? Clone Cartel. I got a suite. I want to make sure that there's enough room for everybody." And I specifically told Mike, I'm like, "Oh man, I would totally come," which I would totally come, but I'm working tonight. I
Yes,
can't. all right?
I know you to be busy.
Yeah. So apparently, like everyone else is giving you excuses.
This entire back room, open invite, courtside seats. When have you ever been offered a courtside seat to a championship before?
Jeremy, you ever been up close to a game before?
No, never in my life.
Another
you
bad
don't-
example.
you-
He
certainly
sits
not
courtside for the
a
Heat
certainly
game.
not a finals game.
Yeah, certainly not. And you won't be unless you trade Tyler Hero. More on that in a second. Wow. But I assume, look, we're all doing this together. Our show owns the Cyclones. That's always been my the way that I view it. It's not a Chris Cody team. It's not a Mike Ryan team. It's a Dan Le Batard Show with Stugotz team. Right. And Dan's not going to be there. Stu's certainly not going to be there. It would be a real shock if he were.
That would be an upset.
That would be something.
That'd be a swerve.
That'd be something. Text me back. And I assumed, I guess, ignorantly, that everybody here would be super psyched and match our level of excitement. We've been talking about the Battlecourt Championship for weeks on end, and I know that you've been busy. It's cool. But I was like, Tony, you excited tonight? Can't wait to see you there, pal. And he's like, oh, I would go.
I would. I definitely would go.
What's your excuse?
It's not an excuse.
Wait, no.
Don't couch as an
You-
excuse.
You definitely wouldn't.
I would. No, I would.
Don't tell me you would when the opportunity is staring at you right in the face.
I've gone.
If you would, I don't remember you going.
What?
If you would,
He's been. Long
then
time.
You
would
screamed at
go
my buddy Tommy
tonight.
for getting too close to the net that one time that, I don't know who
Well,
was.
that's a rookie move. You
That's
don't
it.
walk
You
too
don't walk
close
close
to the net.
Okay,
Safety
but you
issue.
remember
That's
that
a
or no?
safety
Everybody
issue.
knows
I
that.
don't. I drink a lot at these things.
Okay.
And he's not going. Tony's not going.
Got like a dryer
He's
getting
like,
delivered.
I
No,
got,
it's
yeah,
not-
I got
it's not
I got one of those pods
I got
being
a pod
delivered,
getting
and I'm
delivered.
like, at 7 p.m. for first toss, you have a
pod. What does that even mean?
So I'm moving. We bought a
got a
house. I'm moving. I
podcast
gotta
delivered?
move my stuff, right? The thing is, we got to move out this weekend, and I got to start doing the work early, right? They're gonna put the pod
what
in.
work? You didn't hire a mover?
You got money for a mover, buddy?
Yeah.
Send it to me.
You're doing this all yourself?
I do it with my brother too, my brother-in-law.
I can't think of
Moving
anything I'd
yourself?
rather do.
that
It's
brother-
only a couple of things. It's
That
Sucker
brother-in-law
behavior?
with the pirated shirts?
Yes.
No, I don't like that.
Moving on your own, sucker behavior.
Wow.
It's not sucker behavior
It
because
is. You're a sucker.
All right.
Hard
So Tony, yeah, wow, I didn't expect that this early in the
we
morning.
only use A's for suckers.
So Tony's out, very insulting. Jeremy, what's your excuse?
I'm also moving.
That's a lie.
Yeah,
That's
this
got to
is
be a lie.
rich.
No,
How
so-
many people can possibly move on a Friday? You know what? Everybody knows the great window to move is Friday evening. Everybody saves their moves for Friday evening.
Every community has laws that like you can't move on the weekends.
So here's what's happening. I already live in my home. But for the last 2 months, I've been out of my home because we had a leak in our house.
Wait, you're
and
serious?
they
We're
were
doing a moving kind of thing as well?
Yeah, there was
is
construction
bullshit.
in our house for the last 2 months. Today is the day that we are kicked out of the Airbnb. It's the last day that we have for rent. We literally, as of yesterday, got the sign off to be back in our house. All of the timing worked out great. The unfortunate part is that the timing also meant there would be a controversy with Highlight.
This is the bullshit.
I don't
That
like
sounds
this.
like
I don't
bullshit.
like
This is
any
the
of this.
That
bullshit.
sounds like bullshit.
All right,
This
now
is
we're moving
bullshit.
on.
It's the truth.
This is the bullshit.
Now
think
we're
I'm a
Two
liar?
people
You
moving.
calling me a liar?
Waiting for. You know what? Everybody loves their weekend plans of moving on Friday
There's
night.
nothing I could do
I
about
hate
it.
it. What are you doing
Insurance
this-
would
What
only
are you doing
cover
this Friday?
to
Oh, I'm
today.
moving.
I have no choice.
And then we turn our attention to Roy,
Roy?
a legacy member of the cast, someone that I know would love to celebrate a championship. And I said, hey, family friendly, kids free. This is free to the public. This is the best bargain in town. And I'm like, Roy, you coming tonight? And he's like, I didn't go, let's not, no,
You were
no, that's
searching.
exaggerating
He's
right
searching,
and guess what he told me?
I don't know.
I got one person hosting radio. That's okay. I can Google it. I got two people moving at the exact same time on a Friday night. I don't believe them, but whatever. You know what Roy told me? I'm going to the practice rink.
There's no way. There's no way.
As you know, the Winter Classic is coming down in about 2 weeks, and I have to get my skating legs under me because
You're practicing.
yeah.
I
have
thought you
to-
were like going to watch the Panthers practice.
No, they're
No,
on
the
the road.
Panthers are
No.
on the road. I can't.
You
do
understand
it.
how road trips work?
Roy's lacing him up because he's got a big one against the Rags.
Yeah. So yeah, I had to get my skating legs under me.
Okay, hold on.
That's by far the most ridiculous
What does
excuse
you
I've heard.
skating have anything to do with the Winter Classic?
There's a media skate, and I'm going to be a part of that.
When you say skate, that like a game?
Yeah, not a game. Like you get to go on the ice at the ballpark.
Wait a
and
second.
skate on it.
You're training for a casual skate around the rink.
Yeah,
This is bullshit.
this is not
Like
bullshit.
outside of
Bullshit.
Rockefeller
I want-
Center.
He's getting his skating legs under him. I go to Kendall Ice Arena like once every 3 years. Trust me, I don't need to train for it. pal.
I hope at 7.
I'd like to see you skate then.
I do.
Every 3 years.
That is the bullshit.
That is the bullshit,
you're
right
the
there. What are you
bullshit.
talking about?
You're the bullshit.
I love the bullshit.
This is a completely fair point that Mike Ryan is making because I haven't ice skated in years, and I know if you took me to an ice skating rink right now, I'll skate my pants off.
Yes.
I would like to see that.
I would not.
He's part Canadian.
You don't forget how to skate. Like
Zazzle
I
has
could
been-
easily
Skating is like riding a bike, Zazzle?
Yeah, it
Yes,
really is.
it really
Yeah.
is.
For you, maybe.
It is.
If you didn't ever know how to skate, though, and you're
Yeah,
learning.
but
might be
he's
not as easy.
learned.
Yeah,
The learning's been done.
he's
Roy-
already a learned skater.
Yeah, he's
What
a learned
I want
skater.
At 7:15 tonight, when like the intense moment, if we're about to have first toss, I want just a cut to what Roy's doing.
This is
He's just at an
this is insane. Yeah, I thought he was training for a media game because that's what I heard a year ago when he began his training, and now it's just a casual jaunt around a rink in a baseball park. I've never once in my life gone to Kendall Ice Arena and been like, "Damn, I should have trained for this."
You gonna go backwards?
I'm going to try.
Roy, you just learned how to skate?
Yes.
How long ago?
I learned how to play while skating about a couple months ago.
And what about learning how to actually skate?
How to actually skate, not intensely before this year. So, no, it was really the first time I really learned how to skate.
Wow. When you first got out there, were you out there like with the bullshit where, you know?
No, with the sled? No.
Yeah.
No.
We have a live look at what Manu is doing this morning to prepare for tonight's
That guy
Battlecourt
plays for
show.
you?
That's the best backcourter in the world.
That guy plays for us.
That's your boy?
That's your boy?
Manu Ladouche.
That is AI. I don't want people to think he's actually
He
smoking.
doesn't smoke
But that's
on
what we
game days.
imagine he's doing right now.
Yoga?
Roy, I want to hear who, and we're going to get back to the clones, all right? I want to hear who else is skating in this media skate.
Well, I don't know. I just know that the
Porky,
league emailed me.
I'm
that
gonna
there was
text.
a media
I'm gonna
skate.
text.
They
all the media
emailed you to be
people
like,
that
"Hey,
I
Roy, do you
know.
want to skate before the game?"
I'm texting Peter Black.
It's
right
not-
now.
it's
Hey,
not
are you
before
training
the
for
game.
this casual skate?
What is it?
It's like, I don't know, maybe a week or two, or a week before the game or something like
So it's
that.
a week before the game that you're
Yeah.
just gonna skate on ice. I could take you to
I
Kendall
will
Ice Arena.
tell you what. I'll make you a promise. I will go watch your little bullshit skate around and support you if you and the family, including Princess Claire, come out and support the team you co-own tonight. Magic City Fronton, 7 p.m. first toss, Eastern.
You need a credential for the skate there.
For the fronton.
Are you telling me I can't come to your casual skate?
Hold on a second. You can just regular
Are you
people.
telling me I can't pull a cred? Let me tell you, I'll be there with a lanyard on. All right,
Okay.
I will have a fancy ass lanyard.
He'll
in
wear a
Vice City
hat.
colors.
He'll wear a hat that says press on it.
I will be there.
He'll have level 1 access.
I would
Yes.
love to see you.
Yeah.
He'll be on the ice with you. How about that?
This
Oh,
is,
you got skates?
This is yeah, and I don't need to
own
train for it.
skates?
I don't need to train
You
for
own
it. I'll be
skates?
like, well, it's one of those times. Once an Olympiad, Mike laces them up, and look, I'll be fine. I'll be okay.
Race around the ring?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be okay. This is the bullshit that I was telling you about, Zaz.
Wow.
Roy, look at me in my eyes.
Wow.
Bad excuse.
Roy,
Bad
imagine
excuse.
Game 7, and you're like, Chris, you going tonight? And I'm like, I'm going to play volleyball with my friends.
No. Chris is like, I got to practice volleyball because I'm playing in a couple of weeks with my friends.
Roy, what would happen if you didn't go to practice tonight and you show up to the media skate? Like, would you just be falling down all over the place? Or, Roy, what's the matter? Like, I went to Cyclones.
You think they're going to be scouts there? Think the Rangers are going to be there? Like, wow, that guy should have trained 3 weeks ago.
You don't know.
I mean, at least Roy's being honest. Jeremy's just making up
Making
moves.
up a
Jeremy,
move.
see, I was just thinking to myself, I feel so much better. I feel almost no guilt now because I actually have something to
All
do.
right, so if we're going to
What
rank.
are you talking about? You actually
how many more times,
Roy?
How many more times do you plan on skating before this ultimate practice skate?
Great question.
Hopefully several more times.
Right, exactly.
So you got several more
So this
opportunities.
isn't just the
That's
only
all
opportunity.
That's a worse
Yeah, you
answer.
made the
you
plans.
could possibly
You
give.
canceled the plans.
made
I
these
have no
plans.
choice.
I
I'm
can't
under
read this plans.
contract.
Your last
I
opportunity.
have to be out of this Airbnb.
What
even knew there was a
possibly
race
be
tonight.
more
What are you
important than the
talking
Battlecourt
about? I
champion?
can't
More
bring
money
my
on this
plans
Airbnb.
Is the AC not working?
Gotta tell
It's
you.
hot.
Unbelievable.
Gotta tell you, a little disappointed in this group. So Mike, Chris, because both of you guys, you'll obviously be there, your owners. They don't do
Fuentes will be there.
Okay.
Ethan,
If we had
if we haven't sold you yet, Ethan's going to be there.
if we had to rank level of
I'm
disappointment,
definitely not going to be there.
if we had to rank level of disappointment with unattendance,
Number one with a bullet is Roy. That's the bullshit. And I don't believe Tony. Straight up. His excuse is, I got a pod being delivered at 3 p.m. Eastern
He'd be
time.
I didn't say 3 p.m. I said the
But-
window is 5
yeah.
to 7.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
So if we hit that early
No, you
window, you'll be
didn't.
there.
yeah.
You said you would.
I said I would.
You said you would.
I would.
Opportunity
would.
is a knocking.
Yes. Once it knocks, then I'll know. All right.
And
6:35. I'm like,
lowest-
oh, I don't know. I'm in West Kendall.
Lowest on the spectrum of disappointment is Jeremy because, quite honestly, between us, I didn't even want him there. I had to invite him.
Also, keep in mind, this is going to be content for the hockey show. So
Well, what? This is what content for the hockey show?
What?
The Dan Le Batard Show with Stugotz owns a flippin' team. We can win a flippin' championship. Content for the hockey show. Trust me, your content for the hockey show is going to be fine if you don't get one of your next 6 training skates in. This is the bullshit.
Boy, I did not expect a Friday. We should all be in a great mood today. We should all be excited about tonight, and I did not expect this level
Our mascot's
of
here.
disappointment.
yeah, mascot.
Yeah, name the mascot. I don't know what goes with Cloney. Do we call him Cloney?
Ooh, that's a nice name.
George
No, you say
George
out of
Clooney.
this. George Clooney.
It's a nice name.
Yeah. Go get George Clooney. George Clooney.
Bring Cloney in here whenever he's ready. Bring him in here. He can hang out. He could support tonight's efforts. Bring it. There he is. Bring him in. Look at that. Oh, it's a little bit scary because he's a cyclone. You know, I'm a little scared. Oh, here he is. Hey, Cloney, my man, come sit down right here. Just hang out.
Hey, Georgie.
Here you go, George Clooney. There he is.
Can he sit in that is the real question. Let's see. All right, he can sit. All right.
It's just gonna be grilling me here.
You know why we're not going to the Super Bowl this year? That costume. You're looking at a $20,000 costume. Worth every penny.
So you're a little disappointed, and I get it. Hopefully everything works out for you tonight. But let me see if I can try and turn that frown upside down. What's that slogan from? Anyone?
I don't know where it originated.
Lionel Playworld. Turn that frown upside down. Come
don't
on.
know.
I'm sure they said that before.
Put that thumb in this direction.
That was the big rival to Toys R Us growing up. Lionel Playworld. Anyway.
I thought
So,
it was KB Toys.
KB Toys was a great toy store growing up. They had one in Aventura Mall. I used to love going to KB Toys.
Yeah. You went to wait. Weren't you like 18?
Wasn't 18 what?
when the KB Toy Store opened up in Aventura Mall.
No, KB Toys, man. I was a little boy. They had KB Toys. It was right next to J.C. Penney. Man, you don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I
Aventura, get a clue.
That's right. I forget that Aventura Mall was like a mall before they totally redid it.
Yeah, Aventura Mall's been around forever.
Yeah, but like it wasn't worth a note at all until they redid it.
I don't like it now. It's not good now.
It's far as hell from where
It's
we
not
are.
good.
Aventura is so far. How do they still call that Miami? That's not Miami.
That's not.
It's
Let's be
Dade
honest.
County.
No,
It's not Dade County.
it's not.
Yeah.
It is not. It takes you 2 hours to get
It's
there.
on the border. Anyway, let me see if I could, turn that attitude in a brighter direction. What if I told you guys that Giannis Antetokounmpo might be interested in the Miami Heat? What if I told you that that's the direction that the reports are in right now? That Giannis, there are reports out there that Giannis Antetokounmpo might be interested in the Miami Heat. Would that be something you would be interested in?
I might
would
be
be.
interested in that.
Just give me a second. I'm gonna pull out the dent that's in George's eye.
So, Giannis Antetokounmpo, this is according to Howard Beck, a very respected NBA guy. Giannis Antetokounmpo reportedly likes the Miami Heat as a landing spot if he can't land in New York. Quote, again, in doing the Giannis story and talking to people around the league, Miami was suggested to me as a place Giannis would really love to land if it's not New York, end quote. Cloney, how you feel about that Giannis report right there? I mean, come on now.
Shock.
Here's the thing, all right? Giannis can want to go to New York all he wants. I don't see how New York acquires him. And the reason I say is, okay, New York's obviously going to give up Karl Anthony Towns. Fine. But they don't really have anything else to give up. And there's no reason Milwaukee would be in on just Karl Anthony Towns because Giannis is a lot better than Towns. And, they're not any good right now with Giannis, so why would they want Towns? New York doesn't have any draft picks. They have no draft picks that they could trade. So if you're Milwaukee, you can't just build by getting Karl Anthony Towns in return. So Giannis can want New York all he wants, but I don't see it as a realistic destination.
The packages that they could potentially offer would be Towns and some filler of role players
Nothing.
that aren't the names you recognize and pick swaps, or they could offer Kat and Mikal Bridges together. But to your point, Zaz,
You need picks.
when you're trading away a superstar, particularly within the same conference to a team that obviously would be elevating itself, you don't often see a trade like that not be for a haul for your future. So theoretically, a top prospect with high upside plus several picks. And the Heat aren't the only team that can offer something like that. Like if Atlanta was willing to offer Jalen Johnson and several picks, that's like probably the best thing that could potentially happen. But it depends on what both the Bucks and Giannis ultimately want here. And will they handle it the same way that Portland did and just send him wherever they feel like? If he decides he wants out, will they be able to keep a good relationship? Like, these are all the questions that you ask as this unfolds over the next, few months. But we're 3 days away from essentially everyone being open to being traded from every roster. That's starting on December 15th.
And it's like the question is, Milwaukee still doing the thing where they're not listening to offers, even though they're obviously listening to offers because they have to listen to offers, right?
Every time a player has gotten to the point where he's going to request that trade, the team always starts with they're not listening to offers.
Yeah, so we're not listening to the 29 offers that are pouring into our inbox every single second of the day. And then I love the report. It's like Golden State says, hey, we'll trade you Draymond.
Now, hold on a
and
second.
everybody's like, okay.
Hold on a second. When you say Golden State, what does that mean Golden State says?
There's been conversations said that Golden State would offer Draymond Green as part of a trade.
Okay, because the way you
land
originally
Giannis.
said it, you made it sound like Steve Kerr got in front of a microphone and said, yeah, we would trade Draymond for Giannis.
Basically, type.
For Milwaukee, by the way, when we're talking about picks, like this year they have a pick. It's just whichever one is the worst of their pick and New Orleans, likely to be their own pick. But if you look forward in the next few years, they're not going to have a 2027 pick. They're going to have the least favorable of several different teams' picks in 2028. They don't have a pick in 29. They're going to have a pick swap with Portland in 2030. So they have some draft picks available to them, but the real likelihood here is they're going to be looking for some draft capital because even if they struggle over the next few years, their picks aren't going to be great. Now, that is where you could convince yourself, if you're on the Knicks side of this, well, if their own first-round picks are going to be swapped with other teams, they might as well end up with the worst possible pick because who cares, right? If you get a bad pick, the other team's just going to take that from you, and you might want to remain competitive. But normally the way this all ends up working itself out, these teams are looking for a giant haul in return for their superstar. So whether that ends up being, like I just mentioned, if it's Jalen Johnson in Atlanta, there are other teams that can make these offers. But I don't think that they would do it either. Like, that's the thing. I think Atlanta's in the space presently where they've decided, like, that's their guy.
Jalen Johnson could be the best player in the Eastern Conference in 3 years.
Right. And I think that they'd be more likely to move Trae Young as a piece to a team that thinks that could take them over the top or dismantle things around it so they can build around Jalen Johnson than they would be willing to move him in exchange for Giannis to pair with Trae Young. That's where you look at the Miami Heat and you say, whatever their best offer is may actually end up being at the very least near the best offer that Milwaukee can get. And if that's one of the two places that Giannis would want to be, that's where you go. But the weird part about all of this has become, like, normally this show and Heat Twitter are doing all of the hope trafficking. Right now, we've all been sort of like resigned to Giannis won't end up here. And this is all coming from national voices. Howard Beck is not a guy who
It's funny
just
that you're
says
saying
stuff
that
to
because I
say
haven't
stuff.
seen a ton of it from Heat fans either on social media where it's like the Heat are going to get Giannis. They should do this. That.
He's finally been broken.
Maybe. Why does Mike look like Nick Cage on skates in this?
It's like very Con Air, right?
Yeah, you look.
That's
You look.
me.
You
That's
look like
me with a
Cameron Poe.
lanyard at Roy's skate around, and look how confident I am, upright on my skates, ankles not turned
Nice
in. You know
arms,
why?
though.
It needs the sleeve, but honestly, it looks a little bit more like Frank Kaminsky.
And look, you got the lanyard and the
I
credential.
got the lanyard.
You belong.
I look like Mr. 305 Eats there.
Shout out to George.
Yeah, shout out to George. We like George. George went to the last Battlecourt championship that we were in. We lost that one. We're 1-1 in the Battlecourt finals. Not George Richards. You're such a mark
Yeah,
for
like,
hockey,
dude,
man.
get who?
What a
Who the
mark.
hell is George Richards?
What a no! You
Roy.
don't do who that.
No,
is.
no,
Whoa,
no,
hey,
no.
Yeah,
Back off.
We
Back
love George
back
Richards.
off.
He's a great
I don't know
guy.
who that is.
Roy,
Like, you don't know that fool?
Roy,
I don't know that fool.
I'm
Bite
making
your
a
tongue.
personal appeal. It would mean a lot to me and Chris. I feel like I'm speaking for Chris here. May I?
You may.
We want you there. We want you. We want Anid. We want Claire. We want the Bellamy's.
Princess Claire.
We want them all there at the Magic City for on time.
Bellamy's.
Yeah, but Roy wants to go skate. He'd rather skate than go to the Battlecourt Championship. That's embarrassing.
You shut the
I'll be there
Whoa!
in spirit.
What a dirty
That was-
fake out.
That was a good psych. That was a good psych.
Mike, I have good
that
news
was
for
a
you,
good
though.
sight.
Yeah.
No.
I can't make it.
That's great news.
Yes. That is good.
And I'm sending my replacement. Jason will be there.
Oh, I love your brother,
George
Harrison.
Harrison. He'll
Yeah.
be there in my
Your
stead.
brother's
All right.
really
Does he
good
need
when
a
he's
plus
on
one?
this show.
I'll ask him.
Jason Taché can do whatever he wants around these parts. He is A-OK with me.
So
terrific.
So Jeremy explains there what Milwaukee would want in a potential Giannis trade, and here's where Adam Silver, the softest commissioner in all of professional sports, is really screwing the Heat. All right, because the Heat only have the Heat can realistically put together a package for Giannis. All right, a package that starts with Kello, where of course you're going to throw in Tyler Hero most likely as well, and we'll give you Nikola Jovic too. But you want to have the opportunity to give all the picks, and the Heat only have 2 tradable draft picks right now. Why is that? That's because the Hornets and the NBA screwed the Heat. All right. And, like, Tony, you understand how this works? Like, why?
It wasn't even a screwing. It was a royal screwing, Zaz.
That's right. They screwed the Heat. And what's Adam Silver doing about it?
Sitting on his hands.
Nothing. Nothing. That's his move. Do nothing. He's doing nothing. He's doing nothing.
Some people do something. He did nothing.
He does nothing.
This is going to get figured out, right?
No?
No.
Why?
You don't think it's gonna
What
get
what
figured out?
faith do you have in it getting figured out?
It's just so unfair.
Yeah, it's very unfair.
Yeah, maybe there's a memorandum we can send like, hey, guys, this is unfair.
A memorandum of understanding.
Yeah, one of those. Oh, don't get me started on that. I was listening
Memorandum?
to memorandum. I was listening to an Ivan Meisel interview
What do you say?
on. It was actually pretty interesting. Ivan Meisel wrote a book about Notre Dame, and he is also on the college football playoff selection committee.
Yeah.
And he joined a podcast.
Didn't he used to be like a reporter for ESPN?
Yeah,
Writer, yeah. Excellent writer.
He.
How many CFP podcasts have you listened to the last couple weeks?
I've listened to a lot of them.
You're a
But
1.5
this-
speed guy, right?
But yeah, I'm 1.75. Wow. But
I never do that. Should I do that?
Oh,
yours
One
adjust.
point-
You-
1.5
you-
you figure it out. 1.75 is hard.
2.0 is a little crazy, but 1.75.
I read a book about Garth Brooks allegedly being a serial killer in like a day. So, anyways, Ivan Meisel was on this podcast. It was Gene Wojciechowski or Wojciechowski?
I think it's Wojciechowski.
Yeah.
I think it's a Howski.
I think it's Howski.
Pat Forty and some other guy.
What do you say?
And Ivan Meisel was on it. And this is the first time that I've heard anybody from the College Football Playoff Selection Committee do an interview. And as you know, Ivan Meisel made news recently because Notre Dame's bookstore canceled an appearance because he wrote a book on Frank Leahy, the Notre Dame coach. So whenever Notre Dame came up in the
Well,
college
that's not
football,
why they canceled it. They canceled it
Yeah.
because he's on the committee and Notre
Yeah.
Dame got left out.
Yeah, Ivan Meisel, by the way, was not happy about that, and they've since rescheduled.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, Pete Bavacqua, he reached out to Ivan Meisel to apologize because the bookstore was acting independently. Ivan Meisel was ready for all the smoke. Any hoodles. Ivan Meisel gave keen insight into the selection process, and I thought I would come away encouraged by it. I was more gaslit than ever because
Well, he recused himself, right?
he did. Anytime the Notre Dame Fighting Irish would come up, like a light would go up on his laptop. He's barred from talking about Notre Dame because he wrote that book,
Maybe
and
a light
Stanford.
would come up on his laptop.
A light would, like, they're all like in this meeting room, and anytime like they talk about Notre Dame, like a light comes up on his laptop to signal to all the other committee members, like, yeah, he can't be here. There are certain like tiers of access. He had access to remain in the room. Some people have to recuse themselves completely and have to leave the room entirely.
Well, yeah, isn't that what happened with Ward Manuel a couple years ago with Michigan?
Yeah, Ivan Meisel was able to stay in the room. Just he would have to be, zip up the lips. Wow. So Ivan Meisel was there and he was explaining like the whole like Miami Notre Dame because it defies common sense that no one in that room until Sunday was like, guys, these two teams played and Miami beat them. But he was genuine in that the head-to-head never came up with Miami, not once. And guys, what the are we doing?
You don't believe him?
So the way, like, I sincerely,
I do believe him because
him.
someone can come out and say that's not true.
I believe him, but this is where I lost so much faith in the process. His argument for, like, let's say the penultimate episode was BYU in between Notre Dame, who was ahead of BYU and Miami. And the way that they would genuinely look at it is, well, we think BYU is better than Miami, and we think Notre Dame is better than BYU. And that's, like, when you hear that in a vacuum, you're like, okay. But Miami and Notre Dame are 10-2, and Miami beat Notre Dame. This is common sense. How can BYU be better than Miami, but Notre Dame be better than BYU if Miami beat the team you're saying is better than BYU?
That's transitive theory.
That's right, the transitive property. This is common sense. This is applied in AP rankings since the dawn of the AP rankings. Yet, for whatever reason, these 13 people never thought until Sunday that this was ridiculous. It boggles the mind. And I came away saying, thank God for this weekly show. Thank God for it. Even though it's like a dog and pony show, even though it was part of the problem that Notre Dame rightfully has with this process, it holds people accountable. Because in that room, those folks, clueless. Wow. They're clueless. And I like the fact that there is a weekly show to hold people accountable so you can get outraged. And yeah, does it farm outrage? Absolutely. 100%. That's part of the deal. But some of that outrage is warranted, and it could actually bring about change.
In all seriousness, instead of having these athletic directors and people who we don't necessarily believe are the most informed, why can't they have, some of the top college football media people who we know are well aware of everything that goes on with all of these schools and these teams and what have you. Like, why does it have to be these, these athletic directors who we don't necessarily trust?
It should never be an athletic director. I don't understand why it should be, even though I
Like,
lack faith
top
in
college football media people.
it should be like 13 Ivan Meisels.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Tim Kirchin.
There is such a conflict of interest with an AD being in that room. Crazy. This is such a transient
There
business.
should not be a scenario where, in this case, it's Ivan Maisel. There should not be a scenario where someone has to recuse themselves from a conversation.
There is, like, you've known ADs. Very rarely do they stay at one school. They've all gone through some sort of climb. They've been at other schools. They all know each other. They all have relationships. When you're having an SEC conversation, you can't have the chairperson getting daily calls from Greg Sankey because he's the athletic director at Arkansas. Yeah. This is beyond stupid.
Zaz, you know ADs?
No.
Well, you know about them.
I mean, yeah, I know about, but I don't know those fools.
You know about them.
I know about them, but I'm not trying to conversate and hang out with ADs.
Suffice to say, they're not soup to nuts over there in their administrator role. They have a climb. They go to other schools.
Yeah.
They get recruited over by headhunters, and they put them in place over there. It's asinine that you have athletic directors in this room. What keen insight would an athletic director have over, say, Desmond Howard? This is stupid.
That's what I'm saying.
What are your I understand why Mark D'Antonio is in there. I understand why Chris Alt is in there.
And by the way, why is an athletic director spending so much time watching other teams' football games as opposed to paying attention to his athletic department, like his job?
Yeah, that was another thing. I don't think they watch these games. He made a whole big deal about the Saturday. Like, we watched the noon game, then we took a little break, and they skipped the SEC. They didn't sit there for the SEC championship. They went back for the Big Ten title game. No wonder Alabama stayed where they're at. They didn't watch it together. What is this process? Who let him speak?
Jeremy, you got the Mac Daddy offer for us?
Well, I've been doing some research here into the protections on these picks.
Go on.
And why the Heat can't trade 4 first-round picks. They can only trade 2.
Right.
Now, what this is in 2027, the pick that they have going to the Hornets in the Terry Rozier, Kyle Lowry
Where
deal,
Adam Silver's just sitting around.
Is
doing
lottery.
nothing.
Sham trade, by the way. Sham trade.
Okay, but even with the sham trade, this is where I'm at.
Jeremy, you'll admit Adam Silver's sitting around doing nothing.
Oh, it's
right?
garbage. Yeah. It's garbage the way that this is being handled.
I'm glad.
But this
Good
is
we
I
have
think
him on record,
I think it's
by
Shams trade.
this is the interesting part of what
Is that
could
a
happen
sham
here.
trade or a sham trade?
Steve Martin, too.
The Hornets and the Heat could negotiate to unprotect that pick in 2027. So, officially, that pick would convey in 2027, and the Heat could trade 26, 28, 30, and 32.
No, that's not true.
That is true.
You can't trade back-to-back years.
What did I just say?
26, 28, you just said. But they're going to give 27. That would be back-to-back years.
You idiot.
You
Can't
can
do that.
I know that
We are
if
in the
they,
weeds.
That is
if they
embarrassing for
convey if they unprotect this pick in 27, the Heat will be able to move. That's been the conversation.
They
the whole
won't be
time,
able
is they
to
can
trade
move 4
28.
picks. So it may be the other way. It would be 27, 29, 31, 33 at a certain point. So what
If they unprotect 27 and it's going to convey there no matter what, then
There-
the Heat can
there's
trade
a scenario
29
here.
and 31.
there's a scenario here in which the Heat would be able to trade 4 picks.
Yeah.
I'm a little
if Adam
confused.
Silver gives the Heat their pick back.
It's not well, okay. Either way, what I was going toward is the Hornets, just like the ACC commissioner, need to do the right thing. The Hornets need to negotiate in good faith this time, not in bad faith, not like Dan Le Batard yesterday in his argument.
Bad faith.
Bad take,
They need
too.
to negotiate in good faith and help the Heat get to a space where they can have more picks available, even if it's just a second-round pick swap, to be able to help them have the most draft capital possible. And if they do, you're offering essentially everything that's valuable in the cupboard except for Bam Adebayo.
I'm getting worried about George Clooney. Because it feels like our air conditioning cut off here.
Yeah, it's a little hot.
I mean, it has to be hot.
He
for
hasn't
him.
moved in a few minutes. Oh, okay.
All right.
How sweaty are you?
Is it sweaty under there?
Ask him on a scale
George?
of 1 to 10 how sweaty he is. I don't think he can hear me, Zaz.
Yeah.
You got to ask him.
Yeah, ask him how sweaty he is.
Yo, how sweaty are you?
Scale of 1 to 10.
Sweaty.
He spoke.
With Jeremy Taché.
Because Jeremy was an alleged journalist last night. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Jeremy, who is an up-and-comer in the broadcasting game and is someone who has now journalistic credentials around, literal credentials around the Heat and the Marlins. Yesterday he was hosting. And this is one of the great things, Stugotz, this time of year. We get it so infrequently around here in South Florida. But South Florida has always done this well. The rest of the country always makes fun of, you guys don't care about that sports that much. You're bandwagon people. All right. Many of us are. Not everyone is. The loyalists are super loyal. But Miami does the bandwagon better than anybody. Miami does. Everyone now show up for the party. And so you have, stunningly, a hockey arena in the Everglades, like surrounded by airboats and alligators, filled with people to do the wave, watching the game on television. And at the Heat, across the street from us last night, Jeremy Taché is watching the end of that game with a lot of people who are excited. And Stugotz, I'm getting a lot of this. Jimmy was out of bounds, and it ended up being a 3. That was a goaltend ref culture win. Okay, whatever. Tell it to the people who were yelling and screaming around Jeremy.
How about this? 1-1, we're coming home.
Okay, who's we?
Yeah, I took the Heat in 5. Anyone else?
Wow. He's right.
All right, the Knicks are watching this like everybody
2
else.
rounds ago.
It was a long time ago, understandably. Here's Jeremy Taché not being a journalist while covering, again, an arena filled with people, but no players or athletes were there.
You're catching us right now as the Miami Heat have just won Game 2 of the NBA Finals. You can see that this crowd here is hoisting babies into the air. This crowd is ready from the moment this game started, and it has continued here as the Miami Heat have just upset the Denver Nuggets. We've got fans going crazy. We're high-fiving. Everybody's ready for an unbelievable night right here in Miami. The Kaseya Center was ready for a great night from the jump, as this energy around the entire lower bowl was electric from the moment this game started until the moment it ended. As we pan out to the rest of the crowd, you can see the entire lower bowl going absolutely crazy to end this game. The Miami Heat have just won it as Jamal Murray's shot has not gone in. I cannot believe what I've witnessed around me. There were moments in the fourth quarter where I couldn't hear myself think. I don't even know if you can hear me on the microphone. What a night at the Kaseya Center as the Miami Heat take their first game, their first win in Denver, and I know that this crowd right here is ready for an unbelievable party Wednesday night, Game 3 here in the Heat's house. Guys, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
Oh my gosh, Jeremy Taché doing that on 1 tank of oxygen.
Not a single breath taken. He was like one of those free divers that go down for 20 minutes at the bottom of the ocean. It was a record. And if you're listening just by audio and not watching, what you didn't see in that noise is there were 11 actual babies tossed in the air. Just infants.
Seems reckless.
It does, but hey, it's Game 2.
Right.
Wait till Game 7 of this thing.
Right.
11 babies, a fetus.
It's not going 7. I said 5.
That's right.
You did mention that.
Yeah.
The energy was actually insane. I don't remember any of that. I feel like I blacked out as that happened. It sounded like I was losing my voice. I wasn't losing my voice. I literally was just unhinged. I don't remember it. It was really amazing.
You blacked out. Excellent work by you, blacking out as a impartial observer of games.
Well, you can't be impartial if you're holding a microphone that says Heat TV.
My job is sales
and
that
high-fiving.
You're
people.
emceeing.
Yeah.
Emceeing is really sales.
I'm
right,
there.
yeah.
I'm there to make sure everybody's ready to be at games 3 and 4. I'm there to make sure that everybody is ready to be at the road rally. Bally Sports, the heart of the fan.
Put it on the poll, please, Juju, at Le Batard Show. Would the Zeller minutes look the same if you replaced him with a newborn giraffe?
Or that newborn baby that was being hoisted into the air.
The giraffe would just be more distracting. I feel like we'd have more success.
No,
It'd be
Zeller's
like,
plenty distracting.
Porter
He's right
Jr.
now.
would be like, why is there a giraffe on the court?
No. Listen to me. Zeller is a strong human being. He is a big human being. And when he starts balling around there.
I can't take my eyes off of him.
Well, no, nobody can. Nobody can. Jokic, you're hoping to distract Jokic. It's dangerous. It's like having a wrecking ball just move through the court, but it's like on a hinge that's not safe, and it's just swinging through, and you got to be careful because every once in a while they'll put one in with an offensive rebound, but everyone be careful because it might fly into the stands. The Zeller minutes are amazing. Yeah. They're a joy to watch.
Oh. Ever since Tony pointed it out, those black shoes, they don't
it's
help.
The hair or lack of hair too. It's kind of disturbing.
No, it's also the mask, or just again. I've mentioned that it should be a retainer, a wire that runs outside of his mouth. It's just
like
all
ear to ear
that could impale someone.
And if not for a Theragun, that could be Dwayne Dedman.
This episode of the Dan Le Batard Show is presented by DraftKings. DraftKings! Yeah. The crown is yours.
I saw one of those Waymos yesterday.
A what?
A Waymo.
Don't call me out.
I was on the highway yesterday. I was driving home, and it was that Waymo. And you know how I knew? Because it's that car, and it's got like a spinning kind of deal on the top of the car, you know?
What are you talking about? You sound insane right
now.
You know
he's
that, right?
He's got that Waymo. Such an unserious cadence.
I saw that Waymo.
What is a Waymo?
Human beings don't speak this way. It's a language reserved for Muppets.
Waymo is the car that it's like the Uber without a driver. That's the Waymo.
Okay. But what's the propellers on the
I
top?
don't know.
Waymo.
I don't know.
Burton Ernie ass.
It has...
I've never thought about that before. But
yeah,
now I
I'm
can't
like, where have I
unhear it.
heard anyone speak this way?
Waymo.
And it was Sesame Street.
See, look. There's the
Look,
Waymo.
what is it, Daz?
That's a Waymo. It's got the thing on top of the car. I don't know what that thing is, but it also had all kinds of other things spinning around it. And I assume that that's like the car, how it sees and drives you, because there's no person actually driving you. Now, I saw some of them last week. I was in Atlanta. I saw a few Waymos. But for the first time, I saw one yesterday on the highway. And you're telling me, you expect me to get into a Waymo with no driver and we're going to go on I-95? I'm sorry.
You scared?
Yes.
I knew you were a scaredy cat, though. That and the haunted hotel, I knew you were a scaredy cat. I saw it the moment I saw you.
Whatever, dog. I got no problem admitting when I'm scared of things. And yes, I mean you've seen what I-95 is like. It's like Mad Max. I'm gonna get into a car with a robot driver on I-95. The hell are we doing?
This episode of the Dan Le Batard Show is brought to you by the letter W for Waymo.
Unless, of course, Waymo is a great sponsor of the Dan Le Batard Show. And then
Roy's
I'll
got
ride
me
everywhere.
On skates today.
Chris is about to have a heart attack.
Just like him later.
Roy's just like fooling me left and right. Crazy.
It does seem like a Waymo convenient way to travel.
Oh, come on now.
Come on.
Let the joke
Fuentes
sit.
did it in my ear.
Let the joke sit.
I had no choice.
No.
Wow.
See, Jeremy, how we couldn't tell Roy was going to a joke?
Yeah.
I do it on purpose. I don't know how many times.
Wimbledon ass shirt.
So last night the Falcons beat the Bucs 29-28.
What's going on with my Bucs?
Cooked.
The Bucs were leading that game. Listen how inexplicable. Like, maybe you didn't stay up for the end of the game.
I didn't. I thought the game was in hand.
Well, yeah, because the Bucs were up 28-14 early in the fourth quarter, and you would say, "Oh, so the Falcons did the thing, where you go for two," which actually I think it's I fully endorse. I think it's a great move.
Yeah,
where
math.
If you're down 2 touchdowns, you're down 14, go for 2 on the first one, because really, if you get it 1 out of 2 times, you're golden. But if you get it the first time, you can win the game. But listen how this unfolded. It was 28-14. They get the touchdown. They go for 2. They miss it. Okay. They wind up getting the next touchdown. They go for 2, which has to be for the tie. They miss it.
Huh?
They still wind up winning the game. Baker threw an interception in between. There was a 3
Poor
and out.
interception. Yeah,
Proving why
it was
you go
bad.
for that method, because you can still get the ball back even if you miss both.
Baker had a bad pick.
You remember when Gruden was talking about the turkey hole
Yeah.
between the corner and the safety? He tried to slice into the turkey hole. Corner made a great play on the boundary and intercepted it.
I saw Mike Evans played well, though.
Dude.
Well, Mike Evans, who's been out for the last 10 games, just shows up to work and has 132 yards. Like Mike Evans, low key, going to be the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Not high key.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, high key.
High key.
It's hard to get in as a wide receiver.
High key.
Okay, no, I'm with you.
And he opened things up for Egbegbue. Because he hasn't been himself lately.
Finally.
Yeah. You also have the Rookie of the Year future.
Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Me
I mean,
too.
jeez.
It's been a rough month.
Should have cashed that out like 4 weeks ago.
So this is really bad for the Bucs. Those are 2 really bad losses. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Do they have 2 games left with the Carolina Panthers?
They do.
All right. It's got to come down to that. But this season
Panthers are in it in the division.
Well, don't look now, but the Panthers right now are sitting in the 4th spot in the NFC playoffs. Right now, they have a home game in the NFC playoffs. And yes, they do play the Buccaneers twice, including, not this weekend, of course, but next weekend. The Panthers this weekend have the Saints. So pretty likely Carolina right now is going to be a game up.
Have you ever heard angry Todd Bowles?
That can't be a thing.
Todd Bowles looks like the most mild-mannered dude there is in the NFL. And so here's Todd Bowles after the game last night, and I think he's upset with his players.
What do you tell them in the locker room after a game like this?
It's inexcusable. You don't make excuses. You gotta care enough where the hurts. You gotta care enough where the hurts. It gotta mean something to you. It's more than a job. It's your livelihood. How well do you know your job? How well can you do your job? Well, you can't sugarcoat that. It was inexcusable, and there's no answer for it. There's no excuse for it. That's what you tell them in the locker room. Look in the mirror.
Jesus Christ.
Like 7 bleeps?
That was insane.
I mean, for a guy who never shows any kind of emotion.
It's going to be me. We don't win the Battlecourt tonight.
He somehow didn't show emotion there.
Right.
He's still a guy that never shows emotion. But those cuss words mean more when it's from that tone.
You say cuss?
I was caught between cuss and curse.
Yeah, I say curse.
I mix it in every now and then. Do we have another clip?
Yeah, we have more here.
At this point, you've seen everything in the season. The coaches have done everything they can do. This is a player-driven team in the last 4 or 5 weeks. You got to execute, and they got to hold each other accountable. As a coach, you can sit there till you blue in the face until they start holding each other accountable and doing the little things right. And that's not everybody. Now we're talking about a small select few, but the small select few is what's getting us beat. And until that happens, it's not going to get right. So we got to get up and go to work tomorrow. No matter how bad today looks, you got to put it behind you, and we got to win the last 3 games. We know that.
Why don't we play that? He didn't cuss once.
Oh, wow. So an inordinate amount of curse words. I don't say cuss. I don't know. It feels weird to me. An inordinate amount of curse words and straight up blaming his players. I don't know. You don't see it very often, man.
Said a select few is what loses the games. Like he knows exactly who he's talking about. I'm sure the other guys are like, he's probably talking about.
So by that math, by week 14, you're just done coaching. All right.
Who's
you
he
guys
talking?
got this from here.
Who's he talking about? Is he talking about Bake? Better not be talking about Bake. Is he talking about Bake?
I don't think so.
They were 5-1. The Bucs are now 7-7, and they could totally miss the playoffs.
Yeah. That's not an option. Not going to happen.
What does that mean? Not an option.
No, it's not an option. Bucs are beating the Panthers twice. This can't be. It just can't be. It just can't be.
It can.
It can't. The Bucs navigated the hard part of their schedule. They had an insane schedule so far, and they're tripping up over the Saints and the Falcons. They're going to get this right. They're going to fix it. It just can't be. It just can't be.
Those division games are tricky. That's why you play in a conference. You play in a division.
You know how
people.
That's right.
All of a sudden, you start playing
Notre
games.
Dame people with the bullshit.
Thank you. Thank you.
A conference game is so difficult.
Exactly.
Division rivals. I know your tendencies.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you, between Milwaukee and Tampa, not a good day to be a Buck.
Oh.
The other side of things with the Falcons, this fantasy football playoffs going on right now. If you play fantasy football like this, the playoffs, and
you started Kyle Pitts last night.
Well, what I'm saying is, it feels like if you've been waiting 5 years for Kyle Pitts to be what you thought he was going to be when they drafted him, number 3 overall, 4 overall, it seems like maybe they finally found him.
Yeah,
166 yards, 11 catches, 3 touchdowns, but those can be random. But 11 receptions for 166 yards. Kyle Pitts.
Did I see that was like the best tight end fantasy performance ever? Just period?
No
Since like 2000 or something.
According to Hayden Winks, his 40.1 half PPR points were the third most by a tight end in NFL history, and most since '83. 7% of the fantasy points he scored in his entire career were last night.
Wow. Do you have the top 2? Because I would like to guess.
I'd like to guess too.
Kelsey's had, it said 83, right?
Kelsey, maybe. Shannon Sharp, I think, has had an incredible game. And I think Kellen Winslow Sr. has had an unreal game. I haven't looked that up. That's on the top of the dome, by the way.
You have to go Gronkowski with one of the first 2.
I mean,
what do you don't know?
I don't know.
You have
Antonio
to go
Gates
Gronkowski.
could be up there.
Yeah, and I would go Antonio Gates. I go Gronkowski and Antonio Gates with the 2 half PPR with the 2 greatest fantasy performances.
Darren Waller had
had like a 200-yard game, I think.
He had
close
a
to
banger. I know. I want to change.
Jeremy, give me that answer. What's taking so long?
All right. I've got it. Do you want PPR or half PPR?
Half.
Half PPR, Kyle Pitts is 5th ever.
That stat you just said, he said he was 3rd.
3rd probably since 83.
What were since 83? Like, there are people before 83?
They had no stats.
I don't know what to tell you. This is what they said that. This is what I got here.
Tight ends were very
per
productive
stat
in the
muse,
50s.
okay?
Top 2.
It's the stat that was given to me by the internet.
So, Kyle
Ditka's
Pitts
on this list.
Kyle Pitts being at 40.1 and half PPR is number 5. Number 4, Kellen Winslow.
What do you have?
Junior or senior? We don't talk about junior.
Senior.
It's only senior.
We don't talk about junior.
Senior. Wow. It was in 1983 on December 11th. So what? How many years? 41.2 points. Then Rich Castor.
I don't know that fool.
Back in
What are the stats,
1972. What are the stats?
Like, what are the stats? Because Pitts had 11 for 166 and 3 touchdowns. What did Kellen Winslow have?
Let's find out. I don't know how to. I'm trying to. It's weird. This.
Keep going.
I love this list.
Number 2.
Can you do the top 30?
Mike Ditka. 41.5.
Really?
And then this is crazy. On November 22nd, 1981, Kellen Winslow Sr.
Wow.
I told you.
50.9.
I told you Kellen Winslow was a dog.
Wow.
You know who's number 11? Taysom Hill.
How about that?
He had a monster
Yeah,
game where he had like
because
6 touchdowns.
Yeah.
He had 2 throwing. He had a couple
QB.
catching, a couple running.
Tickle me with a couple other names. Who else is on there?
You got Jimmy Giles.
No Heath Miller game?
Todd Christensen. Hey, Brock Bowers, number 16
We got a Mark Bavaro sighting?
I've yet to
Travis
be,
Kelce, 21.
I've yet to
Where's
be,
the big
TJ
dog?
Hawkinson.
I've yet to
How
be
about
out. That tickled me a little.
Pete Retzlaff? How does that give you?
You got a Keith Jackson, maybe?
I've only got a top 25 here. Yeah, Keith Jackson, number 18.
Not tickling me.
I like Keith
Rob
Jackson.
Gronkowski.
No
Jackie Smith. How
No
about
Shannon
that?
Sharp.
Shannon Sharp's number 8. And number 6.
All right, good work there, Jeremy.
No
Thanks.
Algie Crumpler.
So, all right, so Week 15 kicked off last night, and the Buccaneers, a very damaging loss, but may not be as damaging as what could happen this offseason in Cincinnati with the Bengals. Did you guys see this? So, Joe Burrow, yesterday he met with the media, and because, football players, they can only meet with media once a week. And yesterday was Joe Burrow's day. Now, don't forget, Joe Burrow returned a couple of weeks ago, and one of the reasons he said he returned so quickly from the injury was, like, he owed it to his teammates, he felt bad, he didn't like sitting around and not playing, and he loves football. He's a football player. Like, he specifically said he loves football. And yesterday, here he is, very, very sad.
You know, if I want to keep doing this, I have to have fun doing it. You know, I've been through a lot, and if it's not fun, then what am I doing it for? So that's the mindset I'm trying to bring to the table.
How much fun are you having right now? Is it difficult to have fun, given the season, what you've been through physically, emotionally, all of it? Is it tough?
Yeah, certainly.
Did you have fun playing before I mean, how much of it was fun before? Winning's always fun, but in general, was it as fun before you got hurt? Did you view it that way, at least?
No, I wouldn't say I viewed it that way. I think.
What was the changing point?
Changing point. I'm not sure there was a singular moment or of time. It's just a reflection on a lot of things that I've done and been through in my career. I think I've been through more than most, and it's certainly not easy on the brain or the body. So just trying to have fun doing it again.
He's 29 years old.
Sounds like Andrew Luck. That's what it immediately reminded me of.
Well,
someone who's just been physically beat up like that.
Well, I mean, no one sounds like Andrew Luck. Golly. But to your point, 86 games played for Andrew Luck, sacked 174 times. Joe Burrow has played 13 fewer games, 73, sacked 203 times. That was crazy. Those quotes, that honesty, that is either a message to the league, come get me. It's certainly a message to the Bengals, fix this or I'm gone. That's a dude contemplating retirement publicly. He invoked brain and head injuries.
I've been through a lot personally, professionally.
That was a shocking media veil.
Yeah.
You look at the games played too, and you look at Andrew Luck, and you remember kind of his career, and I don't really remember a massive injury for Andrew Luck that kept him out, right? Like, I think he had one time where he had like a lacerated spleen or like a lacerated kidney or something, but like
that feels pretty major.
Yeah, no, sure, okay, but in the grand scheme of things, I mean, let's be honest, that kept him out like 2 games, if that. But when you look at Joe Burrow, and I did the deep dive a couple of weeks ago where I was looking, I was like, man, how many times has he had a season-ending injury? And it's like more times than not than he's played, he's had a season-ending injury.
But again, the part that is most confusing to me about this was he rushed back. He rushed back a couple weeks ago and specifically talked about he felt like he was letting his team down and that he's a football player and he loves playing football. That was literally him before stepping onto the field with the sideline reporter, where she said to him, why did you rush back? He's like, I'm a football player. I love to play. And just less than 3 weeks later, this is the guy we're getting now?
We talked with Damashek on Football America about this a little bit, and he pointed out, like, it's also the fact that he's coming off of making a pretty devastating play at the end of the game that costs them an opportunity to continue their season. But he's brought back, right? His team didn't do anything to keep themselves alive. He's brought back, hey, come back and win every single game and be our savior. And that's got to be a really frustrating position to be in constantly, over and over again, is you're the only reason the organization is staying afloat. Every offseason, there's controversies over who's getting paid and who's not getting paid. The ownership group is laughed at constantly. And here you are propping everything up over and over again. No matter how great those receivers and weapons are that he has, nobody else can seem to keep this team alive, and he's brought back to be the hero. He faces a devastating loss. This is sort of like when you hear guys after the NBA Finals contemplate retirement and ultimately come the next season, it's not an issue. But in this sport, with this guy who's been beat up more than anybody, it does feel a little bit real.
It also feels like the Bengals have mismanaged his entire tenure, right? Like, let's be honest. They fell ass backwards, like Cosmo Kramer. They fell ass backwards into getting Jamar Chase, getting Joe Burrow, getting T. Higgins, and now they have to pay all those guys because what do? You have to have great offense. They haven't fixed anything on defense. Their offensive line has been atrocious. Has been mostly to blame for all of the season-ending injuries that Joe Burrow's faced, between the toe, between the knee, between the wrist, between all these different things. And it's like, Joe's there. They're trying to get me weapons. I have the weapons, but I don't have anything else. What am I going to do?
I'll buy this as a threat to the Bengals, but I'm not buying this as like I'm sad, feel bad for me. I mean, get out of here. I'll do it.
Stafford
if no
was
one
in
else is going to
Detroit
do it, I'll do
away.
it. You got all the money. The guy bought a Batmobile this past offseason, dating supermodels.
He
like,
decided
look,
against it.
Okay.
He almost bought it.
But I'm
He
just
almost
saying.
bought
They didn't have the right kind.
I'll take this as a threat to the Bengals. I don't feel bad for Joe Burrow's
I feel
life.
bad. He looks sad.
Oh, please.
And he's kind of cute, so I feel bad for him.
Please.
By the way, apparently it's really against character because Jamar Chase was asked about Joe Burrow's availability yesterday. Jamar Chase, who's around Joe Burrow every day, he thought that was AI.
I thought this was an AI. I'm not. Did this really happen though? That's real.
Yesterday? Yeah.
Well, it depends on what you saw.
I don't really know nothing about it at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? That's something.
You might have seen something that we're not.
I mean, but like I've seen a little bit from the TV walking outside from practice, and then like I turned my eyes, but I don't know nothing about it.
He didn't believe it was real.
He agrees with me. He's like, that guy, sad? Get out of here.
Did Joe Burrow just make it awkward at Bengals HQ?
Jamar Chase's neck.
Big neck.
That's how you know a football player.
Yeah.
Good
Take a look at the neck.
Yeah,
That's how you know?
The mock turtle is a wise choice when
Look
you
at
got
his
a neck
neck.
like that.
It's bigger than his ears.
Do I look like a football player?
No,
What
you
about
got a
my
big
neck?
head though.
I feel bad for his collar.
What am I neck?
You look like a cyclone mascot.
Yeah. Why do you have so many lines?
Me?
Your neck has a lot of lines.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Abnormal amount of lines. It looks like you have like a prosthetic neck.
Yeah, I got like a line right here.
We all have those lines.
No,
what are we doing in my boy? Let's all lift up our necks.
Yeah, look, no.
I don't have a fake on neck.
You got a
fake
Roy's got
on
some
neck.
lines.
No, I don't have
Jeremy's
those
got
kind
some
of
lines. I for sure got lines. I'm not even lifting my neck.
It's hot, but
I don't know.
we got good necks.
All right.
No Jamar Chase, but
So we got like 5 games this weekend that are
Cyclones.
Yeah, okay, which is specifically for NFL. All right.
Okay.
You got like 5.
Because we got 6 games this
Okay,
week.
specifically NFL. You got 5 monster games. Like you got Bills and Patriots. You got Packers Broncos, Lions Rams. There's some really good games this weekend. How much attention are we willing to give Phillip Rivers in Indianapolis this weekend? Like that game's at 4:25.
I'll be locked in.
You're gonna be locked in.
Yeah, I'm gonna be locked in. Spiro Ditas has to be on the call for Phillip Rivers and the Colts. He has to be. Text who has Spiro Ditas' number? Text him right now. See if he's on the call.
I'm gonna look right now who's on that. But Colts at Seahawks 4:25 game. Like you're into what Phillip Rivers is going to look like.
Absolutely. He's 40,000 years old. He's Methuselah out there running around. We saw him looking like, jelly roll, almost weight free. And it's like, what is he going to be?
He doesn't know how much he weighs. He was asked, do you know how much you weigh?
Do you know how
He was
much you weigh?
I have a good
You got
ballpark.
you got a ballpark?
I weighed myself last week.
You think he's got a ballpark? You just didn't want to say it?
I think he's had a couple ballpark franks.
Spiro Ditas is in Cincinnati this weekend.
That's not right.
Who they playing?
Baltimore.
That AFC North.
He's not an AFC.
I think
AFC North.
Our boy's climbing too much.
Indianapolis at Seattle. It's I guess I'm not trying to be insulting. It's the D crew
Schlereth.
for AFC. Andrew Catalan, Charles Davis, Jason McCourty.
CD.
Man, Charles Davis, they have pushed him down. He was with Iron Eagle.
He
on
was.
the 2 team last season.
Is got J.J. Watt
I hate
now.
that everyone's realized Spiro Ditas is good at this.
I know.
This is.
He used to be our Colts guy.
need him there.
So is Phillip Rivers is he gonna make it through the game? Because he's gonna start. He's going to start. Is Phillip Rivers gonna make it through the game this weekend? Because that Seattle team is really good. And if he does make it through the game, give me some stat lines here.
This is like the best defense in the league.
Tony, give me a stat line. Let's say he makes it through the
game,
entire game.
I say he's 15 for 26, $183, and 2 picks.
I think this is going to be
no touchdowns, 2 picks.
No touchdown, 2 picks.
I got 1 touchdown, 1 pick.
You got him throwing a touchdown?
Yep.
I think this is going to be real bad. He hasn't played in 5 years.
15 for 26, $183, 2 picks.
I remember what he looked like in that playoff game. I remember him moving around.
He had his stat line in that last game's good.
Guess what? It was 5 years ago.
It's 5 years ago, dude. 5 years ago. He's 44 years old.
I'm going 9 for 21. Wow. 105 yards,
Was he Justin Fields?
He's not in shape.
And an interception. I think it's going to be ugly.
Yeah, I think it's going to be bad.
Tony, he's 44 and hasn't played in 5 years.
He hasn't played in 1,825 days.
The fact that I think he's going to complete 9 passes,
I've got
not
him
bad.
8 for 17. Okay, 8 for 17. A touchdown, 2 picks, and 93 yards.
Imagine the
Seahawks. One
Seahawks.
little screen to Jonathan Taylor that
Jeremy,
goes on.
mark all our predictions.
Imagine the Seahawks.
Remind me.
Scouting and breaking down film. Like what?
They're laughing.
Mike McDonald's
they're breaking down standard def film.
They go get McDonald's, right? They're like, all right, this meeting's over. It's Phillip Rivers, guys. See you Sunday.
They're laughing.
It's like they're breaking down film of the San Diego Chargers versus Oakland Raiders.
LaDainian Tomlinson.
I mean, the running back he's got there next to him right now is pretty damn good. I mean, he's not Tomlinson. And finally, you got the Chiefs, who I guess it's their last stand. I mean, they got to win the rest of their games to have any shot at the playoffs. Like, they're not going to make the playoffs. But here's the problem. Chiefs are hosting the Chargers, all right? Here's my problem with the conversation around the Chiefs right now. People who are talking about the Chiefs and what they have to do and Patrick Mahomes, making it sound like we're watching some kind of tragedy. It's a tragedy that the Kansas City Chiefs are going to miss the playoffs. They're going to miss the playoffs, and for the first time in his career, Patrick Mahomes will not be in an AFC championship game. I got to tell you, and obviously a lot of it has to do with being a Dolphin fan, spare me with how sad it is what we were watching with the Kansas City Chiefs. As if they can't have a down year. There's not going to be a season that they don't make the AFC championship game. Like, it's this unheard of thing that the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes can somehow miss the playoffs. Get the hell out of here.
It's also funny when you think of like the dynastic teams in the AFC and the NFL. It's like Brady had the 1 year where they didn't make the playoffs because he got hurt and wasn't there, and they still went 11-5.
Still
with
in
Matt
11
Castle.
games. Yeah.
And then you look at the trajectory of the Chiefs, and it's like, oh, can they catch Brady? Can they be the better team than Brady's?
That
Patriots?
was always so ridiculous.
And it's like, dude, do we not remember how great those Patriot teams were?
I'm glad you brought that
where
up.
he was there every single year, and it didn't matter what was happening, who was there. Like, they were in the AFC Championship game.
I'm glad you brought that up because, we're talking about, the Chiefs, they're going to have to reset. What are they going to do? How are they going to help Patrick Mahomes moving forward? And it just shows you how insane the conversation was last year that Patrick Mahomes is going to have a chance to catch Tom Brady and his 7 Super Bowls. I mean, Mahomes has already won 3, which is incredible. He's not going to come close to Brady's 7. It's so hard what Brady did.
Not only that, he had his first career, right, where he won 3.
Brady's potentially had 3 Hall of Fame careers.
Yes, he had that first set of his career.
Yep.
Then he had the injury, almost perfect season. Now an entire other Hall of Fame career.
Yep.
And where are we in the Patrick Mahomes level, right? Like, this is basically the first of Brady's Hall of Fame career.
Mm-hmm.
Now Patrick Mahomes has to put together another Hall of Fame career.
And I think it's pretty unlikely.
Yeah.
Pretty unlikely.
If this is the first season, not a Hall of Fame career.
Well, this is the line in the sand season, right? This is what.
This is the last season of the first Hall of Fame career?
Exactly right.
Nah, I think it's the first of the second.
But my God, miss me with the whole, how sad, oh my God, can you believe Chiefs are going to miss the playoffs? I'm trying to win a playoff game here. The Dolphins haven't won a playoff game in 25 years. Oh my God, the Chiefs are going to miss the playoffs 1 season. Who the hell cares? Give me a break. My God. All right, everybody calm down.
I've got a game. Who is the last person to catch a touchdown pass from Phillip Rivers?
Oh, I like to see it.
In that playoff game that he had against the Buffalo Bills that they lost.
So technically, it's not even official.
Well, all right. So I have both. I can give you his last regular season.
Okay.
Touchdown.
That
catch.
was with Indianapolis. They didn't make the playoffs, though.
They did.
They did.
They did. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
They did make
Buffalo.
the playoffs
Was
at
it?
Buffalo.
Can I
Anthony
venture a guess?
Gonzalez.
Jack Doyle.
Mo Alley Cox.
Mike got it. It's Jack Doyle.
Really?
Jack Doyle caught that last
Beautiful
touchdown.
Man. Just a great, trussy set of hands.
A wide receiver caught the final regular season one. Anybody got it? It's a name we should all know.
T.Y. Hilton.
That's right.
How
This
about
game was
that?
not fun.
No,
The part where you said it's a name we should all know.
Well, once you got Jack Doyle, it was over for everybody.
So, huge NFL weekend, lots of big games. If we could take a few minutes here and talk about the big story that's been in college football the last 48 hours. So I guess at some point we're going to learn this morning, well, like we're going to get some factual information, right, in regards to the former Michigan coach, Sharon Moore, because there's been a lot of rumors and innuendo, and, we don't really know what's what, but he is going to be in front of a judge this morning where he is being arraigned, and we're going to learn charges against him. So finally this morning, we'll learn some kind of facts as far as what's going on with the coach here. I don't really know what to expect because it's weird that he hasn't actually, has he technically been arrested?
Detained.
But he's going to go in front of a judge this morning, and they're going to announce charges against him.
So I guess the investigation warrants charges.
Yeah.
So can you be arrested if you're already in a holding cell?
I guess not. I don't think so. Like, you're already there. Like,
you're being arraigned.
Yeah, he's being arraigned this morning. So we'll learn like what was real, what was not real. But I will tell you something. A lot of the discourse that I've seen, really mostly yesterday on social media, and I know social media can be a real vile place, but I got to tell you, I don't like all the stuff coming the females' way. I don't like all the stuff coming the girls' way, and all the criticism directed at her and the nasty language being used toward her. That's like, that shit bothers me.
Gotta say, least favorite story ever. This is awful.
Yeah.
This is all bad.
Yeah.
People's lives are destroyed.
Yep.
I guess I could entertain, like, what does this mean for Michigan? And everyone's going to be like, hiring the next coach.
Well,
there.
It is okay to talk about that. That's a real thing.
But this story, hate it. Awful for everybody involved. And you could tell, like, once it got out there, people were getting their jokes off. I'm like, this is going to age poorly. And it aged poorly in record time.
Yeah. And especially, this is one of those instances where it confirms. And a lot of it is passion, but also the passion turns to some real vile shit where college football fans can be the absolute worst.
Yep.
Just
such a tribalism.
Like there's none of the pro sports, and not even college basketball, although college basketball not too far behind, but none of the pro sports even compare to what you get from the college football fan in a scenario like this, where like just the Ohio State fan is just teeing off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Michigan State too. They're going
and like
nuts.
everything is funny and it's a lot of pointing and laughing. And it's like, man, the college football fan is a completely different breed.
Yeah. I mean, even how we learned about this story, because if you trace down the roots, this originated from a guy that had this scoop. He's a Michigan State reporter, Justin Spiro, but like the way that he was reporting it is very new age in that he was reveling kind of in this story.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, like there's memes, there's a fair amount of shit posting, but like he got the story and he'd been on it for months. You go back to like August.
He'd been putting it out there?
Yeah, you go back to August. This guy was alluding to it. He had the scoop, but this was something, and you track down the tweets, like this was something that was in message boards for Ohio State and Michigan
seen a lot
State
of that now,
for weeks on end.
But I'll tell you what's pretty tough. Okay, so you're telling me that guy, that reporter, that he's at least been putting stuff out for the last couple months, whether or not anyone's picked up on it, I don't know. But I'll tell you what's pretty tired. And you've seen a lot of this over, you saw a lot of this yesterday, a little bit the day before, where you have the media people who are coming out with I heard this back then. I heard this back then. And it's like, all right, well, I mean.
No, I'm with them not reporting it. This is one you stay away from.
I'm with them not reporting it too. The part that I don't like
take a
is
victory lap.
You now telling us, hey, I knew about it.
Yeah.
Shut up. Like, I'm good with not reporting it because this is really sensitive information.
You want to let us know that you knew?
I don't need to know that you were in that you knew, okay? Either report it or I think you shouldn't. And if you do the right thing and don't report it, I don't need to know that you knew.
It could potentially have some keen insight, especially if like you're doing background on the coaching search and what recruits are saying. Like, because there is a theory that they knew that they were going to do this for a couple of weeks. You know what happened before they decided to do that? Well, in between them deciding to do it and actually it happening.
Losing to Ohio State.
And signing day.
Right.
Signing day too. That's the kind of dirty part of this business.
Okay, so you don't believe then that the woman showed up with evidence? Because apparently Ward Manuel did ask both the coach and the woman about him hearing about an improper relationship. They both said no. This is not going on. Well, at that point, like, what can you do?
There are reports
hook
out
onto
there.
a lie detector. Like, okay, I guess everything's okay.
There are reports on the internet that maybe someone's story changed. This story is someone's going to do a deep dive on this story, and a lot of stuff is going to come to light. I am interested in what Michigan knew, given their very recent history on the matter, and I think that actually has like real ramifications depending on what they knew. We'll see what happens with Ward as well, because I think that's interesting. A lot of stuff has happened on his watch.
I'm stunned if he keeps his job. I really am stunned.
It's not the greatest in terms of optics. It's not the greatest track record.
Like I forget who the one Auerbach, NBC Sports.
Yeah, Nicole.
Yeah, she put
Nicole Auerbach, who is very pro Notre Dame.
Oh, is that right?
Too much. Yeah, I think she's NBC Sports. So she's
a very good reporter.
Very good reporter, but
the Notre Dame thing.
I'm a Kane.
Check mark on the wrong side.
I'm a Kane. So.
But she reported yesterday how Ward Manuel fired Sherrone Moore with no HR rep around and no security presence. And if you've ever been fired or let go from a job within a corporation or wherever, there's always an HR person there in the room, and sometimes security as well. And this was not the case with firing Sherrone Moore. And I feel like when they put that, like when you have that report out there, when this information comes out, it's almost like you're setting the table for what the athletic director has done wrong, what they've done wrong during this process. I feel like it's a little bit of setting the table there for him eventually having the fingers pointed at him. And I'd be surprised if he didn't lose his job, especially because the amount of scandal that has surrounded that athletic program.
I guess it all depends on what we find out here, because this is inviting a lot of journalists to do some digging. Yeah. How do we transition from this? It's a terrible story.
Tough spot. Very tough spot.
I know how. It's Battlecourt Championship Day.
Oh, George Clooney. George Clooney.
Smiles on faces. Look, he can't even frown. It's impossible.
He doesn't have to turn that frown upside down. That's a smile.
It's a cesta that is also a smile.
Wow.
Next level stuff here from George Clooney.
What is the plan? Have you you don't want to jinx anything, but you need to be prepared for a celebration if you win. Have you rented out like some space somewhere?
Well, I have a venue that you don't want to jinx it.
I know, but you got to be prepared.
As an owner, you have to make preparations and stuff. So, yeah, we have a plan. You do not want to miss this championship celebration. And Jeremy may not be there for the game, but he will be along the parade route.
Absolutely. I'll be there, goggles in hand, preparing myself to not get champagne in the eyes.
We'll be hoisting babies.
Yeah. I hope everyone's hoisting babies, because it'll be that type of celebration if the Cyclones – actually, when the Cyclones take this home.
Wow.
And I'll be there in spirit.
And Tony would
with
be there.
spirits.
Again, I would be there. I'd love to.
Well,
be
you
there.
might, because your window opens at 5. You might be there.
Maybe.
Yeah, you just took a call. Was it about the pod?
No,
did it help?
Different call.
If the pod comes at 5, you're going to be there.
I got to
The pod
reserve
comes at 12,
courtside
maybe.
seats.
Okay.
I don't believe you're going.
Does he get like a drink ticket as well?
If you're in the owner's box, you get drinks.
You're taken care of. You're taken care of.
What about courtside seats?
Courtside seats, not so much.
Jeremy, you ever sat courtside?
Yeah, I've been there.
Okay. No, I mean for any event. That's all.
Are you going to be locked
I've
in?
been courtside. I've been courtside for events.
I'm going to have it
sporting
on.
events.
I'm going to have it on my iPad while I'm on
Will
ESPN
you
tonight.
update your audience on
Yeah.
it? Because you are a co-owner.
Oh, okay.
You know this, right?
Well, I know it now.
How many championship rings do you have?
I have 2.
Guess what?
I can get another.
You can be another. You can be part of another championship franchise.
Now, my Miami Heat championship rings say have my name on them.
Okay.
Will this one have my name?
I'm not going to make rings.
All right.
I don't want to pay that, but I'll make shirts.
At least
You
I'm
want a shirt?
acknowledged. I love a shirt. I'm acknowledged in some fashion.
I made bomber jackets for one edition of the team, and they were very expensive. They were very nice jackets, but
thick,
very expensive.
No, I'm going to make sure everybody knows. I'm on ESPN tonight. I'm going to make sure everybody knows they can put it on the app. They can watch the Cyclones try and win a championship. There you go.
How do you think it's going to shake out today?
I don't know. I don't really know the rules and stuff. The wrong person to ask. I know you got the pelota. And
all right.
It's a start, right?
That is.
Yeah.
Serves have to land between the 4 and 7.
Yeah, probably got to get more points than the other team. That's probably significant.
Ball can't bounce twice.
Yeah. Outside of that,
you got it. You got it. You're locked in.
Stu and Andrew, they do a great job of explaining the rules.
Miami's political dynasties have died. Democrats rack up major runoff election victories with mind-blowing margins. The money laundering investigation into the so-called charity run by Ron DeSantis' wife heats up. We say goodbye to wife-beater Joe Carollo and herald the rise of the new Miami Mafia this week on Because Miami.
All right, we're back to Mystery Crate here, and I am sitting in an empty studio because Chris and Roy both decided to leave in the middle of incredible conversations we had about the chair
Socks,
company,
rocks,
Daz,
clocks,
TikToks.
The direction of Mystery Crate?
The future of Mystery Crate rides on this episode.
Exactly. If you love Mystery Crate, then you need to watch this episode because we talk about a different direction, a new frontier that Mike Fuentes is trying to take us in. I can't even hold the mic because I'm afraid of what he's going to say.
And if you hate Mystery Crate, you also want to tune into that because, hey, feels like it might be changing. Maybe you like it. I like it. Forever. What are you going to do when you come home and your wife is like, I want that voice?
On this episode of the Alley-Oop, we actually found the moment that broke the Chicago Bulls for the 2025-2026 season, and
we also found the most Caucasian Boy Stop winner of the year. Lock in.
We got a bear here stumbling around. You see that mirror to the left. He's like, oh, this is weird. There's a lot of weird stuff here. Oh, my God. I just saw myself. He's like, get out of here. So that's how I imagine a bear would react if they saw Jeremy in the woods.
But that's what they would do to me.
It's really screwed up to do that to a bear, honestly. He's just like not expecting, just like having a nice stroll.
Right.
And just, we'll watch it one more time. This is good fun. Good, clean
great.
fun
I
right
love
here.
that. It really is.
He's just like, oh, my God.
And then he's going,
He was definitely
a good-looking bear.
Definitely scarred from that for a few months.
Who puts a mirror in the woods?
It's weird.
That's my question.
How did it get there?
It was probably for the internet video. They probably did that on purpose.
Yeah, but you're messing with bears. I mean,
it's not right.
Leave the bear alone.
Who would do something for the internet visually like that with a bear?
Imagine that. What are the chances there was a camera right in front of it, too? Jeez. Small world.
Greg, it was interesting. A bunch of people agreed. Now, you had a weekend where the Eagles lost, the Niners lost, so no more undefeated teams. 72 Dolphins could celebrate. But a lot of people saying the Dolphins were the best team in the NFL through 6 weeks. And so I know you're impressed with the offense. Hawk was in here yesterday, Andrew Hawkins, Tomahawk Podcast. He said that Tyreek Hill is the best player, non-quarterback division, in the NFL. And I agree with him. The Dolphins are overwhelming. I'm not certain they're not the best team in the NFL right now, Greg.
I think they are at this minute. They're an underdog in Philadelphia, but only by 2.5 points, which is very interesting. Definitely they have the best offense. I think it's the best offense in Dolphins history. And when I write that, I get a lot of criticism. Too soon. What about this? What about that? Look, the Dolphins won Super Bowls with Larry Zonka because they ran the ball better than anybody and barely passed. They were as exciting as ever and broke NFL records with Dan Marino because they passed the ball like nobody else, but they didn't have a great running game.
Right.
Now they're doing both. They can run the ball like crazy. They lead the league in rushing. Raheem Mostert has 11 touchdowns in 6 games. And Tua is everything they thought he would be when they drafted him number 5 ahead of Herbert. Tua is the favorite in the MVP odds right now.
Should be.
With great reason.
Yep.
And I just think this is the most dynamic, well-balanced, inventive, exciting offense I've ever had.
Can we end the debate between Herbert and Tua?
Yes.
Is it officially over?
Wow.
Yes.
Someone's making a noise. Where's the noise coming from? Nah, Tony's not ready.
Oh, yeah.
Can we see Justin Herbert without Brandon Staley? At that point, maybe with a better coach, I'd be intrigued.
We're going to ask that question about Justin Herbert for his whole career, right?
Yes.
We're just going to keep asking, like, oh, but what if he was with a better coach?
Oh, always.
He has the most unbelievable weapons, too.
Just like now, C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young are always going to be compared throughout their career.
But Herbert's been in the league, 4 years? And if Staley gets fired and he gets a new coach, it will be his 3rd coach in 5 years.
No, it's a shame for him. He's a really great quarterback, but I guess it's the way that we're constantly doing these comparisons between the two of them when one of them is not only winning, but breaking all of these records statistically and having a spectacular season. Obviously, like, the system has something to do with that. It would be crazy to say that it's not Mike McDaniel in some capacity. But also, different quarterbacks fit in different systems, different ways, and Justin Herbert has his flaws that maybe wouldn't work if he was just in the system. I think there's so many people saying, oh, well, if Herbert was in Tua's spot, it would be even better. I have no reason to believe that's the case.
I have something that's probably not popular, especially down here in Miami.
Oh, boy.
Dolphins offenses have ruined football for me. Like, I can't watch a football game that's not the Dolphins.
It's done
now.
the exact opposite for me.
I just
it's
can't.
made football amazing.
Like, I'm watching. No, it's great, but I'm saying it's ruined the rest of football for me. Like, I can't watch just a single game that's not the Dolphins. Like, if I tune in, it's the third quarter, it's like, I don't know, 14-9 or something. I can't watch it. I'm
the
like,
Patriots option doesn't do it.
Well, I'm like, why can't you guys just score? I don't understand. Like, why does it take you so long to score? Why can't you just score in 3 plays in 45 seconds? Like, what's going on
They
here?
spoiled you.
This doesn't make sense to me. I don't get it. Is that what Iowa's like? I can't imagine watching Iowa football.
No, we don't score that much.
That's crazy. Why
Billy,
not?
they won a game 15-6 over the weekend.
But why don't you just try having everyone go in motion
You
and
guys should score
throwing the
more.
ball? Yeah, why don't you just score more? Just get all the fast players in
Get
the
those
country.
tight ends running early.
Yeah, why can't you just do that? I don't get it.
There have been so many seasons in the past, so many Dolphin seasons in the past, where if they're behind 14-0 in the first quarter, the crowd is leaving. Everybody's giving up.
The game is over.
The game is over.
Tua was laughing on the sideline after they scored the second touchdown, and I'm like, whoa.
Right.
Because I thought they were going to come back, but I'm like, I don't know.
That's supreme confidence.
He
You
was
know what?
smiling after the second touchdown on the sideline.
When they were behind 14-0, they were still, you know how the odds update now? Christopher pointed this out to me. I didn't know it. When they're down 14-0, they're still a minus 200 favorite to win the game. There was no doubt. And it wasn't just because Carolina sucks, which it does. Right. It's because the Dolphins' offense is, until somebody proves otherwise, almost unstoppable.
And like 5 years ago, we were watching Jay Cutler throw passes to Devontae Parker.
Right.
Like that was supposed to be the height of excitement of the
Yes.
Dolphins offense since Dan Marino.
Yeah, amazing.
And now it's this.
So this is the best offense. That's saying a lot considering Marino, Clayton, Duper, and that offense.
And here's some Shakespeare, as
All right.
done by the Dan Le Batard Show with Stugotz. We've stolen the exclamation point officially from Get Up. It's put after the word show.
So this is Act 1, Scene 2 of Macbeth. The stage instructions are: a camp near Fours. Alarum within. Enter Duncan, Malcolm, Donalbain, Lennox with attendants, meeting a bleeding sergeant.
I don't even know what that means.
Jessica, you will play the role.
All right, so wait, can we set the scene? Thank you, Mike. Can we set the scene, Mike, from high school? Can you give Chris Cody his motivation on, because he didn't even understand what Whittingham.
Am I happy?
Like what?
Am I like, distressed?
What,
Okay.
In what
You're
condition does the distressed? Okay, very good. Good confidence there. Let's have the music that we need, Shakespearean music, and let's see if we can find our note here.
What bloody man is that? He can report, as seemeth by his...
And you thought that I wasn't going to come, and I wasn't going to come. And the reason that I came is because I heard that someone said yesterday that I was an embarrassment to our people. Someone insinuated that I disappeared because I was an embarrassment to our people. This cara chivo over there with that great shit on his face. And if you go back and you look, Mike, if you it happens to know, and Pablo Torre can maybe find out, we look at the old videos from the Clevelander, that beard that he had before, that was blacker than Amin's beard. So someone needs to look into that situation. Me, an embarrassment to our people. You know what's an embarrassment to our people? This guy can't even say reggaeton. That's an embarrassment to our people.
People's right about that.
I, sir, am no embarrassment to our people. I am our people.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, people.
The Nuttiest Fan. It was brought to you by Hampton Farms. Get nutty with Hampton Farms, the official peanut of bowl season, and congratulations there to Peepo. He is the 2025 nuttiest fan of the college football season.
With 6 catches for 117 yards and 3 touchdowns on October 22nd, 2006, the 37th most points in a half PPR game by a tight end.
Tickle me.
Algie Crumpler.
Whoa. Half PPR?
Half PPR.
Okay. It's important.
The rankings wouldn't change, right? Half PPR, full PPR?
No, it does change.
Why would it change?
Because more catches equals more points.
That's right.
Yeah, but the stats stay the same.
I see what you're asking. I'm trying to think if you're right.
Points per reception would be more if the point is worth a point instead of a half point.
I don't think the rankings would change.
Relative to each other.
Algie Crumpler in full PPR.
Look up full PPR.
46.
Yeah. Wow.
Wait a minute.
It only means that
Yes.
that the position group is worth more in your league if it's a whole point.
No.
Guys, but
I see something out of the corner of my eye. I'll be right back.
I understand what you're saying.
Right? Zaz, you're with me? Like I can be an idiot with these type of things.
No, I know what you're saying. I'm trying to think if you're right.
But like
though.
Kyle Pitts would have more points because he had 11 catches
But compared
than somebody
to
else who
other
had 5 catches.
No, but everyone
but
relative.
if it's because the yards, right? So if every 10 yards is a point, right? The guys with more yards,
We're saying
but
the
fewer,
rankings,
more yards but fewer catches, it's going to be higher up. But if every catch gets an extra bump than it would have before.
Mike, give everyone clue everyone into who you brought into the studio
I
here.
brought in David Dwork.
Why?
Longtime colleague, friend,
The hockey
co-host
shows.
of the hockey show with Roy Bellamy.
Right.
I have a couple questions.
Okay.
A couple questions because today, as you know, it's Battlecourt Championship Day. You and the fam.
Oh no,
invited.
Roy. I feel like this is not good for
David,
Roy.
are you taking part in this? I thought Roy was participating in a media game. I have since found out that it's a media skate. Are you taking part in this media skate?
Yes.
How many training sessions have you had for this leisurely jaunt around the ice rink?
You could argue I've been training for this my whole life.
I was gonna say these are two different levels. This guy used to like play hockey, so he
Right.
probably doesn't need the skating lessons.
When is the winter skate taking place?
We don't know yet.
Roy is telling me.
Is it possible it doesn't happen?
It's possible. Roy is telling me he can't make the Battlecourt Championship for a team that he co-owns. We do this together.
This is like a family.
This is when you're a clone for life.
Oh, awesome.
He is not coming to the Battlecourt Championship today, Devils versus Cyclones, because he is training for this casual skate around. Is this a bad excuse?
First off, can I just say go Cyclones?
There you go. Of course.
Good
Always.
start. Good start.
Roy, you should have started there.
Secondly,
Thanks, Chris.
it sounds like it could be in the realm of a bad excuse, but I do not mess with a man's training regimen. And if that's what Roy says he needs
Okay, hold on.
to
Let
be
me
ready,
butt in here.
Yeah, please.
Please. Is it the bullshit?
Is it the bullshit?
I've been known to sling a little bullshit in my life.
So it is the bullshit.
You see, Roy, I told you
I'm not
that was the
confirming that
bullshit.
was bullshit.
No,
I'm
no,
just saying.
You said it. You said
We're
it.
not it's the bullshit. Totally different. Are you coming to the game?
I'm waiting to get a text back from the
I
wife.
knew it, dude.
Yeah, that's
I
a
heard
bad-
you ask.
That's
Hey,
a
Dwork, you
veteran
shush.
move,
He, out there, I hear Mike go, Dwork, you can go family and bring it. He's just like, Dwork did the move. It's undefeated. This move, undefeated. Let me text the wife.
I tend not to lie. I told you the truth. I'm training tonight.
I'd rather you lie.
Okay.
That's such a bad excuse. You're in
Lie
control
like
of
Jeremy.
this. Why don't you go for your training skate some other day?
Because I planned this
You
before I
play
knew
that.
the game was
We're
tonight.
in the championship.
I planned this.
But why
before
don't
the
you
game.
do it
Before I knew
tomorrow?
the game.
Do it
Do it
tomorrow.
tomorrow. Hey, my plans are changing because my team is in the championship.
I may have a solution for Roy.
Here we go.
Are you available on Sunday, late morning, early afternoon?
Late morning, early. No. Church.
But Saturday. You're missing.
No, I had
Saturday,
open
tomorrow.
ice for Roy on Sunday if he wanted to come skate on Sunday.
Well, I'll go skate tonight and on Sunday.
But
But that,
I need all
I'm
the training
trying
I
to
can
defend
get,
you back
man.
here.
All right,
You're
so
not
you're
making
going to
it
skip
easy.
church? But you're not going to Magic City Fronton.
No, it'll be later. It'll be after.
Okay, but hold on. What is actually going on at this media skate? What is it going to entail you doing?
Going to skate around in a circle.
Just making a bunch of left turns, right?
Yeah, I'll be talking to other media members.
So,
you know?
so you need
skating
to
and talking
practice
at the same
that?
time. That is tougher.
Yes,
Roy,
yes. It's going to be
this
content for the hockey show.
this
That's what I'm
is-
doing.
but you don't need to
Content, what?
practice.
You practicing as content?
No,
Roy,
tonight is not content.
Roy,
No.
you can understand how I'm very hurt by this.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. Sorry is fixing it. Fix it. Fix it, Roy.
I'm sorry that I'm not able to fix it.
You gotta not do this skate. I'm telling you
You're
right now.
telling me I have to break my plans?
Yes, to go to the championship.
It'll
game.
be lovely. You'd be like, hey, babe, listen. Instead of me doing something by myself, let's all of us go.
All of us.
We have a
Yeah.
great time with the family.
Wives love that.
They have the cool little
Exactly right.
platform with the spinning cell phone, so you can take
Exactly
Wives
right.
love family
pictures
stuff.
where you're pointing and the
They
camera
do.
goes around.
You know how to stop where they do the ice flies up?
We could bring the kids.
Only with my left
Bring
face.
all the kids. Tyler and Claire have been wanting to hang out.
Wow, there we
Attaboy,
go.
Dorky.
Come on.
Come on,
We can do that
Roy.
anytime.
No. You're missing the point.
You could also skate anytime.
Me and Mike will literally take you down to Kendall Ice Arena. It's empty. There hasn't been a soul there since 2006.
Tony would go tonight.
I would.
He
I
would.
seriously I would.
Roy, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question here, Roy.
Looks like Rose wants to go.
Let me ask you a question, Roy.
Yes.
Do you know how to ice skate?
Not well, which is why I need to train some more.
I can vouch. He needs the training.
That's all right. He's not losing a training session. He can just move it to another day. What are we doing? This is the worst excuse I've ever heard for anything.
But it's the truth. And the truth shall set you free.
It's hurting me.
Not in this portion.
My feelings are genuinely hurt. I'm making a personal appeal to you, Roy. This is my personal appeal. Please be at the Magic City Fronton. First toss, 7 p.m.
And the owner's suite is filled, so you will have to be in a separate seating section.
But you get to be there with your family.
Roy, would you message your wife and say, would you rather do this than me go do this?
And you're
Maybe
saying,
leave it in her hands.
You're saying I could bring Anid and Claire.
Yes, I've been saying.
He's only said it
sit
18
in a-
times.
I can guarantee you that
George Clooney's going to be there.
I can guarantee you that Anid's going to say, I'm exhausted. I
Greg
can't."
Cody will be there.
The last time Greg Cody went to the Magic City Fronton,
died.
he almost died.
Yeah.
This is what we're promising.
Respect the man.
Yeah,
Respect
we'll
the
promise
man.
that Greg can almost die.
He's
at
going
one
back
time.
to his death scene, and you can't even be there?
Well, and you can let Anid know, like, George Clooney's going to be there, and maybe she'll think it's Clooney, and then she'll want to go.
Yeah, don't just text George Clooney's going to
Yeah.
be there and see how that lands.
Yeah.
Maybe a heart.
1-0 in Clooney.
I'm
Thumbs
getting
up.
follow-up questions if I throw that to the wife.
Yeah.
Hey, what'd your wife say,
Mascot's
Dork?
gonna be
Huh?
there.
Speaking of that,
She get back to you?
so you she get skating back out to of you? here,
I
trying to
didn't
skate
see
out
her.
of here.
I don't
No, I
think you-
keep checking.
talking
I
about
got the phone
trying to
out.
skate
I'm
out of here. That's what
legitimately
he's trying to do.
checking.
I don't think you texted her.
Let me see your
Show us
text.
the text. Show us the text.
Read your text verbatim.
I'll show you the text.
I
right
guarantee
So
you
Algie
no text.
Crumpler scored 29.7 PPR
Mark.
points, or
Well, I have to
32.7
give her some
rather.
background.
It was 6
right
catches
there.
That's a
for
long time.
117 yards and 3 touchdowns.
It closed with, I've never been to highlight.
I don't like that objection, Your Honor.
It'll change
Leading
your
the
life.
witness.
It's like hockey in that you see it in person and it's just like, whoa, this is so much
I
better
get
than the 720p that is going to be on the ESPN app tonight.
down.
First toss, 7
I'm going to let everybody know on ESPN tonight, all right? I'm going to let everybody know.
I don't think you're gonna.
Yeah, I am going to.
Yeah, I believe you, but I need your update anchor to also update the audience.
That one's not in my control, man.
Yeah,
Kevin
you
Winter there?
No,
hey, Kev.
sadly, no.
He doesn't know how many fingers JPP has.
I mean, you have the sound. You can play that.
Gosh, how is that going to go when I tell
Yeah, it
the
wasn't
update
bad.
anchor, can you throw in a highlight
Do you know who it is
score?
tonight or no?
The website is really good
don't
about
know.
updating the score.
Okay.
Really good. I'm surprised at how good this website is at updating the live score. Battlecourt.
I'm going to do it. I'm 100% going to
I trust you. I trust you. If you weren't working, I know you'd be there with a hat on.
I would.
A backwards flex fit hat. But we do have some courtside seats still available. Roy, as you can tell, the office is abuzz, and those seats are filling up.
Yes.
So
I've
please,
heard.
Craig,
Roy with
what
the
did
yes,
Anid say?
yes.
What did Anid say about George Clooney?
I'm going to text.
He hasn't texted her.
Oh,
Roy, you're going to give us an
Where am I gonna
update
sit if
before
I-
the
if I
end of the
really
show
Courtside.
today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that like
I'll do it right now.
basketball courtside? Is it like the similar feel?
Yeah, only there's
You
a
could
net.
literally get hit in the
And
face
you'll
with
be
peloton
near
if you're close
Jason
enough.
Taché.
Your
Okay.
feet
I
will be
understood
on
that
a
right.
floor.
Yeah, your feet. You will be touching wood. Wow. You ever touched wood before?
Dork?
Loaded question.
Yeah.
Touch that wood.
Yeah, it is.
When I go to women's basketball games, I'm always touching wood.
Splinters on your feet.
Roy, you're going to give us an update before the end of the show today.
Okay.
Did you guys see that? So, World Cup is
I sit
coming up.
courtside for the Miami Hurricanes ladies basketball games. I just wanted to clarify that.
So George Kittle had 15 catches, and his fantasy points all came from those because he only scored 1 touchdown. So when you change it from half PPR to full
But
PPR,
comparatively
no, listen,
to other players on the
right.
list.
How do you not? Okay, so
George
listen.
Clooney 1-0.
When you change it from half PPR,
I think like on Sunday afternoon, it's going to hit Jeremy that we're right about this.
No,
He's going to text us and be like, "Oh, now I get
I'm
it."
explaining this to you quite literally. 6 catches, 117 yards, 3 touchdowns for Crumpler. That meant 32.7 half PPR points.
Correct.
For George Kittle, he had 15 catches for 183 yards and 1 touchdown.
Correct.
That led to 32.6 in half PPR. But when you change it to full
What's
PPR,
so funny over there, Roy?
What's Chuckles
do
doing?
you
over
know
here?
what you're doing?
I'm writing out the.
Let's
the
work
text.
on it
I'll-
together.
I'll-
What's-
okay.
the text?
What's sorry, Jeremy?
I'll read it.
You
I'll
keep
read
doing
it.
your thing. I'm sorry, but you keep going.
It's important work.
That's okay. No, we need to know what's happening here.
All right, I'm writing it out right now.
Okay.
Mike is asking for us to attend highlight tonight. George Clooney is going to be there. I'm supposed to.
You
go
felt
to
like
the,
that part's necessary to
I
include.
was told to
do.
put it in there.
Yeah, I do.
I'm supposed to go to the practice facility tonight, though. Are you willing to go see highlight tonight?
We can bring Princess Claire.
Oh, yeah, I'll put that in there too.
Yeah.
He needs your support.
What you end up doing is you take the 15 catches, right? And you add a half point for each of those catches. So that's 7.5 additional points.
That's right.
For Algie Crumpler, he had 6 catches. So divide that in half, it's 3.
Yeah.
So you're adding 3 points to him.
Right.
So you're adding an extra 1.5.
But you would
but
do
it's
that
one
to-
of those players.
You would do it for every player on the list.
So
What are they not
everyone's-
understanding? It all shifts around. Everyone gets more points.
Correct.
But it shifts around. No.
Why would it shift around their rankings?
Oh my God! Because if you have more catches, you're adding more points to their total.
Yes, but why would the rankings shift though? Like
The
why?
Wicked Witch of the East.
Are you kidding?
bro.
That's what I feel like right now.
Okay. So when you add 7.5 points to 32.6
Jeremy's getting
points
red. I don't
for
like it.
George Kittle, it equals 40.1 points.
Yeah.
But if you add to the 32.7 points for Algie Crumpler, you add 3, it equals 35.7. So now George Kittle has more points than Algie Crumpler does.
Correct. Correct.
So
But-
why do you not understand that
but
things
their-
have been shifted around in the
their
list?
rankings changed?
Am I taking crazy pills?
I don't
I
know.
know.
I'm taking crazy pills.
You're wrong on this one, Jeremy. I'm telling you. We'll explain it later. We're too
You'll
far in the
explain
mud.
it to me.
Yes.
This is driving me insane.
What did
I'm going to go
Dorothy's
do
wife
math
say?
on the board so that you can explain
Hold
this.
on a second. Algie Crumpler's rating.
He
and
was
George,
37th, okay?
And what's George Kittle's rating?
And George Kittle was 39th.
So now when you add full PPR,
I'll tell you
are
right
they
now.
still 37 and 39?
No.
No?
No. Because now George Kittle is 22 and Algie Crumpler is 46.
No, but you have to do it for everybody on the list.
Yes, everybody on the list has been changed. When somebody has more catches, you're adding more points to their total. I'm going to go do it.
What does Mrs. Dwork say? She didn't respond to the George Clooney thing.
Mrs. Dwork is volunteering at the school right now, so she may not be checking her phone that often.
All right.
I'll call her in the break if you want.
Yeah, please do. I need an answer on this. In the meantime, Thomas Jari to the Oilers. What do you think?
Who the hell's Thomas Jari?
Is it not Thomas?
Tristan. It's Tristan.
Oh, that's what the T stands for?
Yes.
All right, that guy.
TBD. Not the playoff performer Edmonton's hoping for, I don't think.
Well, not enough games in the playoffs.
It's Tristan.
Yeah.
Dork, you could have been a little nicer there. You didn't have to do that to Mike.
It was very.
He offered you courtside seats.
Yeah.
You know,
You know
being
what?
here, I feel like I'm being consumed by some real snarky energy. I gotta be honest.
Invite pulled. Invite pulled.
Yeah, that was very hockey snobbish.
Who's that? It's like a buddy. T, whatever the guy's name is. I don't know.
Yeah.
The T stands for terrific.
Get him out of here.
Isn't this a lot like Stu Skinner? Even though Jari killed the Panthers, kills them when he plays them. I've been impressed. In my mind, he's way better than Stuart Skinner because he kills me every time my team plays him.
This season, he's been way better.
Yeah,
That's for
you'd think I'd remember his first name.
Can I take us somewhere very exciting and very important that we have not brought up yet?
So
on
not
today's
hockey.
Show. Not hockey. No.
Yeah.
Not hockey.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys are aware. There's no college football tomorrow. There is Army-Navy, okay? There's Army-Navy, but there's not a full
Better
slate of
salute the
college
troops.
football.
Also, the
Better
LA
salute
Bowl.
the troops to that.
So a little bit, like I said, a little bit of college football tomorrow.
I think Washington's playing in the LA Bowl.
But what we do have tomorrow night from the nation's capital in Washington, D.C., is WWE's Saturday night's main event, John Cena's final match. It is tomorrow night. Your boy's going to be there. I'm going tomorrow night. I'm flying out to D.C. tomorrow morning. We are going to John Cena's final match. Come on. This is very exciting, guys. Come on.
I will join you right there, but I have a very exciting update.
Okay.
We've heard back from Mrs. Dwork.
Okay, let's hear it.
It seems as though she was tricked by the George Clooney thing. Oh. Go ahead. Inform the audience.
Oh, my God. Tonight, all you had to say was that George Clooney was going to be there, and I'm down.
Wait, your wife thought that it's possible George Clooney's going to be at
spelled it
Highlight?
correctly.
You spelled it correctly. This is not on me. I told you George Clooney was going to be
Well, now
there.
the question is, are you going to tell her?
I'm going to keep saying George Clooney until she picks up on it.
Yeah. All right, so I'll put. I'm sending the text right now.
Hold-
Courtside
hold.
seats.
Okay.
Kids too?
I'm assuming yes. We
David
don't,
Dwork
we do
plus
not
how
have
many?
babysitters. There's four of us. Four
Four
dwarks.
of us.
Four
Four
dwarks.
dwarks.
Imagine getting a babysitter. We're going to Highlight. Got to get a sitter.
Dude, we don't have a babysitter, man. It
George
sucks.
Clooney's going to be there.
All right.
All right.
Good luck with that reveal.
Pressure's mounting. All right, back to John Cena.
Zaz, quick question. WWE usually has like names for like their thing. It's like SmackDown or whatever.
Not usually. They always.
What is tonight's?
He said it.
Or
Tomorrow night.
What is it?
Saturday night's main event.
Oh, that's all it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was.
You're a little younger. When we were growing up,
Saturday night's main event was such a big
they
deal.
would occasionally have these specials on
4 times
NBC
a year, every
network.
quarter,
Every quarter. And some big time things happen. You have lust in your eyes.
That's right.
That was when Hogan. Yep. Who, if you rewatch the Mega Powers exploding drama, Hogan's a bad guy.
He was a little bit touchy-feely with Miss Elizabeth.
He absolutely was moving in on Miss Elizabeth.
He abandoned Macho against the Twin Towers to go help Miss Elizabeth. You can't just leave your partner in the ring by himself.
He had lust in his eyes, and that happened on Saturday night main event.
Yep.
And they
How
bring
about the
that
bang
back.
angle with Andre and Hogan with Dave and Earl Hebner, twin
twins.
referees?
Yeah, Jack Tunney had to make a ruling on
Yep.
that one.
Whenever Jack Tunney came on your screen when you were a kid, you know shit just hit the fan.
Was he good or bad?
He's the president. Just means something serious is
Do you remember how they, when Ultimate Warrior faced Hulk Hogan in WrestleMania?
Hulk Hogan?
Yeah. Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan?
Hulk Hogan. Ultimate Warrior went over in that match, and this was at a time where Hogan did not like to do any kind of job and put anybody
And it was the
over
first
for him.
time he lost in my lifetime as a kid.
Yeah, he even kicked out right after
That's
3.
right. Yep.
To make him look strong.
Yep.
But how do you book a rematch? A rematch would do big business, but that would mean if you wanted the strap to stay with Ultimate Warrior, that would mean Hulk Hogan would have to lose again.
Hulk Hogan.
So do you remember why there was never a rematch? Jack Tunney said there can't be a rematch because of what would happen in that ring.
Oh. I don't remember that.
It would be too violent. It would be too taxing on both athletes. We cannot have a rematch.
Wow.
Because of the safety of the performers in the ring.
That's a
Them
good
colliding.
president. Unlike this Adam Silver sits around and does nothing. At least Jack Tunney, he was trying to look out for the best interest of his workers.
You remember who replaced him?
Gorilla Monsoon.
He was great.
Yeah.
You remember who replaced him?
No.
Sergeant Slaughter.
Oh,
which
okay.
led to a great no-holds-barred match between Triple H and Sergeant Slaughter.
Okay.
And remember DX? They came out with the face shields with the windshield wipers
No.
because Sergeant Slaughter
I don't remember.
would spit all over them. Stolen Valor for Sergeant Slaughter.
We learned at some point, a few years ago, we learned that Sergeant Slaughter was stolen valor.
Just never corrected anybody.
Yeah.
That he hey, thank you for your service. He'd be like, yep, and he would salute them.
That's
this
a tough-
is how you
that's a
need
tough-
to be when
that's a tough
she
spot.
starts pressing you about George Clooney.
Salute my wife?
No, you just
press on.
Press on.
Yeah, press on.
I'll keep it going.
Who's he fighting on Saturday?
John Cena's fighting Gunther. And how about this? Tell me what you think about this. It's the opening match.
I don't like that.
It's the first match of the night.
You save your main event for the last fight of the night.
Well, the
UFC.
champion, Cody Rhodes, is on the card tomorrow, so he's going to be in the main event.
That's an interesting
Is that a different weight class? Like what?
I'm,
I don't understand.
I'm a big Obafemi guy.
Well, it's champion versus champion.
What do you do here?
Title for title.
If you're Cody Rhodes there, you go, no, Cena's the last match.
No, Cena's the opening match because they're giving him as much time as he needs. They don't want it to be a thing where he's going on last, all right, guys, it's getting late, kids, tired. They're going on first. so they can take as long as they want.
Is there like a time frame for matches in wrestling where it's like, all right, we got 10 minutes to fight. Like, here we are.
Yeah, when
Behind
there's,
the scenes,
when
yes.
there's TV time constraints, sure. But like
If you
tomorrow
watch the
night,
documentary, there's huge time restraints.
tomorrow night it's on Peacock, so it's not regular television. They could take as much time as they want. But I actually like that they're going on first because think about this. At the beginning of the night, everyone's charged up. Everyone's jacked up. Everyone's so excited for Cena's last match. And all that energy you get to devote right at the start of the show. You don't have to be tired at the end of the show. So I'm into it. I like it that it's the first match. I'm very excited.
Is this guy Gunther Stolen Valor also? It says he's the ring general.
Gunther.
Yeah, that's right. That's a good question. Gunther is how you say
Gunther.
his name.
Is he German?
Yeah,
The
Austrian.
ring general.
Yeah. Ring general.
Update. And he said, I can go. No, not me. She said that she can go. That's the quote.
Okay. So are you going?
So are you going?
What
now?
was verbatim?
No,
her
it
text
sounds like
back?
a needs going.
Verbatim, I can go.
Okay.
That's what a need said.
All right.
Now, I have to think about it.
Wait, is she like banking on this Clooney thing too?
Roy was just like, God, I was hoping for a no.
She didn't say anything about George Clooney.
She didn't say
Roy,
anything
you gotta
about
get
George
better
Clooney.
at this, dude. You could totally side text her and be like, say no to this.
All right.
You can't side text her on the
No,
main
because
text.
he's
Nah,
giving
you
us a play-by-play, the blow by blow here. So it needs going.
No, she said I can go, which means she can possibly
If you were
go.
a grizzled vet, you side Instagram message your wife and say, hey, respond to that text. Say no.
I'm very confused. Are you going or not? It's just, she
He's-
can go.
he's
This is
thinking about it.
permission.
He's
She
thinking
can
about
go. Yes. I don't know about me, though.
Wow.
Why'd you need permission?
I didn't need permission.
Yeah, you heard that, Roy?
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need permission.
Says the man who's not drinking for like a year and a half.
Hey, that's a different thing, though.
There are libations.
Which I can't have.
That's all right. They
You
have
got a
chicken
few more
tendies.
minutes to think about it, Roy.
There's non-alcoholic libations also.
Ooh, I can have that.
Soft drinks.
Oh.
I'm gonna need some of those libations when my wife.
Roy, they
meets
also
George
have one of
Clooney.
those like social media things where you stand on a platform and the thing circles around you and you can get like
Yes.
this,
Oh,
like the.
I would never do that.
No, absolutely not.
I would
No, you
never
do,
do
you
that.
I've
do the
done that.
points.
What am I, Brian Kelly?
Yeah, like exactly. It's a Brian Kelly
with the
recruit thing.
Spin
Yeah.
around the
You can do that.
360.
Brian Kelly.
I miss
douchebag
Brian
camera.
Kelly.
And nothing gives off
He'll be
that more than Roy.
I would just stand there.
All right. So what's a holdup now? A need can go.
Not much.
So
What he
She didn't
wants
even
is
mention
a
Claire,
hold.
by the way.
I need your support.
I know.
I'm putting you down. That's it. Enough
What's
of
the
this
attire?
nonsense. Very cash. Whatever you want.
Well, team colors.
You can wear that
yeah,
right
we
there.
sky blue, white, a little accent of red.
If you do put me down, also
Okay.
one for Claire. If you do
Yeah,
put
no,
me down.
Roy Bellamy plus
So-
2.
so,
I'll
yeah,
seat you
thank you.
right next to the dorks.
in the owner's box.
Courtside.
Mention
Courtside.
the
Of course.
owner's
surname.
box, courtside, same thing.
Your surname,
Check.
where's that from?
Dwar-
Czech?
Dworecki?
Oh, you shortened it?
I didn't.
Is that your...
Somebody did.
They did.
Okay.
Relatives.
All right, cool. No more questions.
More importantly, tomorrow night on Peacock, 8 p.m., Saturday night's main event. Now, normally, I don't know if you're aware of this, Tony.
I'm not aware of anything, so you have to explain literally everything to me.
All right. In the wrestling world, when you're retiring, if you're a big deal, if you're a big star, and you're retiring, you lose. You know, the saying is you go down on your back staring at the lights. All right? You're supposed to lose in your last match. Is there any way John Cena wins his last match tomorrow?
I mean, against Gunther?
General.
I don't know. That's a spooky one.
I think he could win.
You think?
I think he could win.
It would be such bad form.
Really?
It would be bad form.
No, I think I got it. He doesn't put him over, but Cena gets jumped after the match.
He's going to get jumped as he's retiring?
Yes. That way he can go out on his back, but without putting Gunther over.
Typically, when someone has their last match, they put their boots in the middle of the ring to signify that they're
That's right.
retiring.
That's right.
But John Cena wears sneakers.
That's right.
It's going to be very corny.
It's going to be awesome.
Doing the move of like trying to take him off.
Yeah, he's going to put no, but like he's not putting boots. Like it's just like pumps.
Will the television cameras be panning to people in the crowd crying?
Will you be crying?
Will you? Yeah.
No, I don't
Pan
cry.
to you. You're
don't
crying.
cry
I
at
don't
all.
cry. I'm not going to cry.
Scaredy cat and crybaby?
I don't cry.
Picture your kids being like, Dad, are you crying?
Have you seen the ticket prices for this? Have you seen the tickets for this show?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
It's insane. But you get to see Cody versus Obafemi.
Cheapest ticket to get into the lower level, guess?
$300.
$800.
When do you leave?
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning?
Yeah.
Big one.
Yeah.
Big game?
Oh, I'm glad you asked.
I got a couple.
Saturday night's main event, Cena, Gunther. The never-seen 17-time world champion against the Ring General. That's a big game.
Big game.
Got another one for you.
Yep.
Battlecourt Championship.
Highlight. Battlecourt Championship. Cyclones versus...
I was hoping you'd remember.
Devils.
There he is.
Should we go matchup by matchup?
Of course I
No?
remembered.
All right, we'll do one.
Cyclones, Devils. The owners of the Cyclones are the Dan Le Batard Show. The owners of the Devils are Nobody Cares. Cyclones, Devils. That's a big game.
Yeah. K. Marie from Y100 owns the Devils.
I don't know that fool.
Big game.
She used to own the Warriors, who are now owned by Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis was there at the semifinal.
Golden State Warriors?
That was awkward.
Can we paint the picture of how awkward it was? Because, like, tonight, they open it up for the 7 p.m. matches where there'll be DJ, host, energy, as much energy as you could have. Dozens of people there.
Dozens upon dozens.
Last
Scores,
week,
some might say.
our playoff matchup was the 2 p.m. matinee. No DJ, no host, no crowd, so just the owners. And it's like us.
Who's the host? They get like Uptown Dale?
No,
Dude, that DJ rips.
Yeah, they have a good DJ. He walks around. He has like a little mobile deck.
I told him like, hey, can you do the Undertaker theme song whenever Unda makes a big play? And the guy's on it.
So last week, our first round playoff matchup, it was none of that. It was a quiet fronton with just us on one side, 20 feet over Ray Lewis. And we like to cheer, like, come on, Claude. Like, we're that type of group. Awkward. I think the first game one time was like, come on, Manu. Because you look over, Ray Lewis is just like.
Why are you afraid of Ray Lewis?
Because
he's
Ray
locked
Lewis.
in.
It's not Ray Loois.
No, it's not like a cloney situation. No, I mean Eddie George was afraid of Ray Lewis, famously. We did bring Tom Bogert to the game the last time, MLS Insider.
We'll pick up that name.
And he was like, "Hey, that guy looks like Ray Lewis."
You're like, buddy, go ask him.
But our energy cracked open Ray Lewis, though. Pause. I'm telling you, by like the third game, he was rambunctious. He was like, come on, Alex.
He had to match our energy.
We cracked him open.
Yeah, but we were respectful. We didn't want to, rub it in his face, especially when Barba came back out there.
Why there was a shirtless AI Ray Lewis on the
screen? Did you hear the play-by-play when Barba came into the game? The Fan Le Batard Show did a great teaser video for today's final. And Barba, it's a tough spot. Yeah. He's a taxi squatter. He's coming in. Correa got in.
You know that, Zaz.
He got in there, and it's tough to be dropped in on that. And he's like, and Bueno almost kills Barba. Like straight up, they were worried about Barba's safety because it is the world's fastest game. Very dangerous. Yeah. That ball can travel 200 miles per hour.
All right, so Jeremy is ready with the math that he seemingly doesn't understand. Jeremy, what do you got for us?
I'm going to do this for you until you guys understand how dumb you sound right now. Okay? So 37th through 41st, I took these 5 names from the half PPR tight end history. Okay? So Algie Crumpler had 6 catches for 117 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
That's 32.7 fantasy points. Okay? Because of that 6, I don't know if you understand, 0.5 to get to 1, that means you have to add a half point for every catch.
Got it.
So that would mean his total in full PPR would be 35.7.
Yeah.
Okay? Kellen Winslow Sr., 8 catches, 107 yards, 3 touchdowns. He had 32.7 points. Because of the 8 catches, you add 4 points to his total, and thus he now has a full point more than Algie Crumpler did.
Told you I was a bad ally to have, Zaz.
Math.
Okay, math. So, when you look at all of these people, George Kittle, with his 15 catches, you add 7.5 fantasy points. He gets to 40.1. These rankings all shift around. So 37, 38, 39, 40, and 41. becomes 46, 39, 22, 48, and 30. Do we understand,
so
gentlemen?
the order does change.
Yes, it does.
I see now that you're right, but I still don't get why it changes. But that's for a different day.
You're having your moment, Jeremy. Congratulations.
All right. Thank you. This is, guys, we need some basic elementary math. Chris, do you help your daughter with math?
Basic elementary math, that is not.
It's addition.
Why did I just talk like Yoda?
Basic elementary
Is that George
math.
Clooney?
That is not.
Why does George Clooney look like your security?
Does he have pockets, or does he just has his hands in fake
Gonna need it
pockets?
from Ray Lewis after what you guys said.
Okay, yeah, Jeremy.
All right.
If you
Well,
think
I'm not
your
gonna be there.
family can tell Ray Lewis to his face that thing, go for it.
So, speaking of ticket prices, tomorrow night, John Cena's final match, incredibly expensive. There's a whole big to-do going on with the World Cup tickets. Did you guys see this? So the World Cup, of course, is starting here next year. You got some games that are being played down here. And, I know based on what tickets are going for at Hard Rock Stadium, it's not even affordable. You can't go if you're a regular fan. I mean, my boys want to go. We're not going. It's too expensive. And
You can take the guesswork out of buying soccer tickets with the Game Time app, promo code DOWN.
I get it.
Dan.
It's really expensive, all right? And fans in Europe are they're like protesting, right, Mike?
Yeah, and they might actually be able to do something.
Well, this is interesting because apparently stuff like that's a little bit different in Europe compared to here, where the fan's voice actually kind of matters.
The U.S. sports fan has been so accustomed to being
we have no
totally
control
abused.
over anything.
Totally abused. I don't know if you saw the prices for the Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia. Like you can
affordable.
You can get $21 tickets over there.
Wait, what do you mean?
You can. There's a Royal Rumble that's happening in Saudi Arabia
in next month.
Yeah, and
the tickets are $20.
You can sit
cheapest ticket.
You can sit ringside for $400.
Tony
that's
would
like
go.
straight up what park
You could get the best seat in the house and your airfare to get to. Is it Riyadh?
This one's in Riyadh.
Airfare and the best ticket in the house is still significantly cheaper than what that same show would be for a ticket in the States.
I have a question. When is it not Riyadh season?
It's always Riyadh season, apparently.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But if you're balling on a budget, tonight's Battlecourt Championship, free entry. Free entry. It's totally free.
Okay, back to the World Cup.
And Mike will even look at you.
I
if you
will
say hi to
look
him.
at you, but not very long, and not in the eye.
Back to the World Cup. So you have these fans who are they're like boycotting. They're trying to get the prices changed.
Yeah, because the prices here in the States for this World Cup are nuts.
Is this even possible that this could work, that they would change the prices?
To Tony's point.
It's America, Jack.
This is America, Jack.
They think they're going to do that over there and then change something here. They got another thing going.
We play by a different set of rules. Oh, see, over here we've been broken by the system.
Right.
We actually have no say. You're coming from a place where your voice matters. Welcome to fees and price gouging and supply and demand and free market capitalism. That's how we do it here in the United States. You getting all pissy ain't going to change anything over here.
It's interesting. Like, I guess they have fans who want to purchase matches. They want to purchase for every game and follow their team all the way through. And the total would be like over $8,000 for a ticket to follow their team through group play.
8,000 in PPR or half PPR?
It doesn't matter because it would stay the same, So, yeah, good question, though. I don't know, man. Is there a chance that this changes?
Zero shot.
Because they don't know how little sway the fan
How
has.
zero
here in the
sway.
United
Not
States.
little, zero sway.
And if they complain on social media, better delete that before you try to fly into the States.
I agree with that one, actually.
All right, there you go. World Cup, everybody. Get excited.
Folks, listen up. One touchdown can change everything. The crowd, the momentum, the entire game. It never gets old. Feel that same rush with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Missouri listeners, listen up. DraftKings Sportsbook is now live in the Show Me State. New customers, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code DAN. That's code DAN, not down like Mike said. Code DAN. Bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.